What's up, chat? How we doing? Gang, I'm super excited for today. Cause we got a few videos. What up, Manny, Halos, D-Ro, Alvaros, the whole gang? What we doing? I'm excited for today because we got quite a few games to watch. Obviously, the Mike Bruce game, C4. I'm pumped. The Fomby Shimba game, I believe, and then Scoob and Nas. So obviously I know the outcome of Scoob and Nas. I don't know the others. So excited to watch these games with you guys. Then we'll try to watch one of Jasmine's games too. Jasmine played, they just uploaded one of her games. So we're going to watch that today. Today should be a good day. Today should be a very good day. What up, Mark? How we doing? You shed a tear for Scoob? I'm telling you that, like, when you watch it again, when you go back and rewatch it, you realize, like, that's what I was saying. Everyone's too hyper fixated on the foul rule. When you go back and rewatch that game, Scoob had a lot of chances to win. Damn. My USB. So I got to get a new, I think it's something wrong with the connection of my, I only have one USB-C. Yeah, I only have one USB-C input on my computer. It's at the front. But it just always disconnects and reconnects. So I feel like I need to get like a USB hub or something I can plug into the back of my computer so it doesn't do that. Anyways, my stream deck. So that's what I use to control all the scenes on my OBS and switch back and forth and whatever. That needs that USB-C port. So I don't know. I got to figure that out. It's been doing it off and on since I've been streaming, but I just feel like now that I rely on my stream deck a lot more, it's very annoying when it happens. D Phillips, what up? From Madrid. How you doing? Sub OG, what up, Seth? How we doing? Unk mid-range in the cut. I got my Unk hat on as well. Sub More Than Gaming. Coach, you got a PC? Proud by, what do you mean? Do I have a good PC? I think so. I don't know. Actually, no, it's pretty outdated. They get outdated pretty quick. But I built this PC in COVID. I built this during COVID. First week of COVID. What up, Ghost? You got called Unk on the court yesterday. It's all over. I mean, if you're older than 18, you're Unk now. It's the generations, the younger generations are crazy. I'm definitely Unk. I get it. But they be calling Unk to people that are like 19 years old. I'm like, I don't have a chance. That thing ancient, I know. It was good at the time. I bought top of the line everything at the time. It was 2080 Ti graphics card. I got a Ryzen 9 CPU. Not even a Ryzen 9. It was Ryzen 9. I can't remember whatever it's called. It's like there's the 9 and then there's the 9X or something. So I got that. That's really good for editing. Hold on, someone just sent me a message. And what else? Yeah, I can't wait to watch it, King. Finally got to make a live. Follow your content heavy. I appreciate you, TV. Yeah, we got lots to cover today. We stream every day around this time. So 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. It's a good way for me to connect with the community, but also this is where I get my work done for getting the videos out for the YouTube channel. So you guys get to watch me work. I get to chill and hang out with the crew. My dogs definitely understand full speed right, full speed left when it comes to chasing like people, random kids that are walking home from school. The dogs want to run up to the fence and bark at them like they're going to do something, but my dogs will never do anything if there's ever a threat in the house. So yeah, we got to work on that. RAM didn't cost $500 for a stick. I know. And I've got 32 gigabytes of RAM, I believe. DDR4. Doing thumbnails for June's League and also editing for MJM Court. I'm always down to help. This stuff's fire. I appreciate you. I mean, what do you think I need help with? What's the weakest part of my YouTube and my streaming? What's the weakest part? Yo, what up, Dylan? How we been? Lunch break is over in 25 minutes. Run that C4 versus Mike Bruce on 1.75. You know that game's going to take me 3 hours to get through. You're out of luck with that one, buddy. MV3, what's good? So it's so funny. Do you guys have you liked the aesthetic we've put on the scene on the stream so far? I think it's only been a few weeks, and we've already got the full background now. We've got the nice little chat working. We're streaming on Twitch at the same time. I haven't advertised on that I have Twitch yet, but we're multi-streaming or dual streaming to Twitch and YouTube. So we're slowly getting it set up to where everything's happening. Weakest part is I ain't playing. Can you help me with that? Can you give me 2 knee replacements? 2 knee replacements in each knee. I need double knee replacements. On that grind as always. How's your basketball been going? Anish, what's up? So, like I said, we got 4 or 5 videos to do today. And liking the thumbnail experimentation. Yeah, I think now that I have more time, like now that I'm streaming, it's actually freed up a lot of time for me to do other things around my YouTube channels, because I get all my work done during stream, which is good. So I get to experiment with thumbnails. I get to do some more interview type discussions. I'm getting to be able to do more things, so it's more fun. I haven't settled on an idea I like for thumbnails yet. At some point, I'm probably just going to hire someone to do thumbnails, because I do all my thumbnails. I do everything for my channel, my editing, my thumbnails, my stream setup, you name it. Except for the mistakes. When things go wrong, that's not me. That's someone else. Any playoff predictions? I mean, this first round's been pretty boring for me. I'm just not invested in any of the games. But that second round is going to be crazy. Like Nuggets and Spurs. Well, I mean, if the Nuggets can get by the freaking Timberwolves, that's the only series I have any interest in right now. Nuggets, Timberwolves. I guess kind of Houston, LA, but only because it's LeBron and KD. But if both teams are just old and injured, like it's not the same thing. But yeah, Thunder, Timberwolves is the only series that interests me in the first round. And hopefully Nuggets, Timberwolves. Hopefully the Nuggets get by. Jokic is my favorite player, but also, if Anthony Edwards, he's fun to watch too. So if they win, it's going to be a good series. I just don't think Timberwolves have a great chance against the Spurs. So I'd love to see Nuggets, Spurs, and then the winner of that playing the Thunder. That's all I'm really watching for in the playoffs. So it can then be the Nuggets or the Thunder or the Nuggets, Thunder, or Spurs versus the Boston Celtics out of the East. If we get that pathway, I'll be happy, because it's going to be really fun basketball to watch. That Dev ibuprofen packed agenda. Yeah, full agenda. ISO Legends, what up? How you doing? We're about to get into the battleground parts of your Toronto series. Got the Timu knees. Love from Argentina. What up, Tobias? Keep the thumbnails. They funny. Just pasting my face somewhere randomly? The stream is YouTube featured. What's that mean? Want to update that banner you have on your YouTube channel? So I use that banner because my Stream Deck just messed up again. Damn. My uh the thumbnail that I use on my channel is because trees made it in the community. So I used it because it was a community member that made it. I thought it was pretty cool. But I mean, if you want to send one through, I'll get that shit out of here, trees. get that bummy banner out of here, man. Nah, but Swiss Street Magazine is the person who made my banner. The New York Pats. Okay. Y'all don't have Dante DiVincenzo anymore. That's the problem. Only had time to watch one game. Well, so the other thing about the playoffs, which is so freaking annoying, you have to have multiple streaming services. So I watched the first Denver Timberwolves game. I was excited to watch game 2 last night, and I was searching, and it's like, oh, you have to have No, you had to have. What service did you have to have? Some other service that I just don't have, and I was like, well, I guess I'm not watching this one. Playing at cross court for their league. We just finished regular season on Sunday. Wasn't the best season. Finished 2-5, but we got playoffs next Sunday. You still make the playoffs? So does every team make the playoffs? Channel your inner Kobe. The New York Knicks. I've never heard of a happy New York Knicks fan. Battlegrounds might just be better than the ones. Actually, well, I mean, to be honest, that's what everyone's been saying that was in it. Peacock. That's right. Gotta have Peacock if you want to watch all the playoffs. What is that? Like, I got YouTube TV. I've got Prime. I've got Disney Plus. Like they're just spreading the games around all the playoffs. It's the stupidest thing. Stream East is back up. Say less. Say less. Not that I would use it. I would never do that. Not me. It's NBC Peacock. Oh, we got multiple people saying Stream East is back up. You guys are bad. Don't ever use Stream East. Did I ever play football? I played a preseason of football and I quit. I got hit one time. And I was like, not for me. Not for me. I got sent over the middle. I got sent across the middle in practice. And I got lit up by a linebacker. Never played again. Straight back to basketball in high school. 38 on Sunday. Lost on a game winner. Damn. Had to handle hand checks. Trying to cook these guys like Jerome Randall. Watch Jerome Randall. Win the hand battle. Create separation. All of the things. Too many subscriptions. Don't have the budget to watch all the NBA at this point. So we go YouTube basketball. You just watch the recaps. That's pretty much what I do. What was your best game as a basketball player, no matter what level? I played in I've had quite a few that are like most memorable to me. There was that street ball madness that in Australia for however much money, $50K or something like that. I played out of my mind in that game. I had a 36 point or 30 something point triple double, and we only won by like 10. So the fact that it was like such a close game, it was a packed crowd. It was dope setting. That one's really memorable to me. But I mean, I've had games of those sort of stats, but because it was such a different environment, like a street ball tournament, a lot of like celebrities and stuff, that was cool. That was fun. And then I've had some stupid games playing like in like leagues, like summer league sort of things. I've had some stupid games. I've had like some 60-point games. I think overseas though, the most I ever had, I think I had like a 50-point game once. And then I had multiple 40-point games, but yeah, no, they weren't, I wouldn't say those were my best games because it wasn't necessarily like, oh, we need all of these points. But yeah, those are some. fellow internet people. What game am I reacting to first? We're about to watch C4 versus Mike Bruce. Exotic, what up? Very excited for this stream. Me too, Rio. Me too. How far is your hometown from Altus? Went to Western Oklahoma State College. How far? I don't know. I'm from El Reno. I'm from El Reno, so look it up. El Reno to Altus. I don't live there anymore. I'm not in Oklahoma anymore, but that's where I was born. Who went in the finals? I kind of gave, what up, Jay Perkins? I gave a kind of disclaimer. I think Celtics out of the East. Then it's going to be, I think it's going to be Celtics Thunder, but the Thunder, the Nuggets, and the Spurs have kind of this triangle, this triad of like one can beat the other, but the other can't beat this one, but they can beat this one. So it kind of depends how those matchups go. If the Nuggets make it and play the Spurs, I think the Nuggets can beat the Spurs. If the Timberwolves go, I don't think the Spurs get beat, and it'll be Spurs OKC. Spurs might go on and make it to the finals. But if the Nuggets make it, I think the Thunder will probably beat them, and then it will be Thunder Celtics. Just in a graphic for this Oz takeover where Nick Kyrgios came and played. Should be in general chat. All right, I'll check it out. You like Cleveland? You like Cleveland for what? Get out of here, buddy. We don't say stuff like that in this chat. We don't do that. We don't go for Cleveland ever in the playoffs. Do Oklahomans consider themselves Midwestern or Southern? So it's funny. I would say if Oklahomans consider themselves Southern, I would say if you ask an Oklahoman, they're like, we're Southern. But if you go anywhere in the South or you go anywhere else, you're like, I'm from the South. Oh, you're from the South. Where from? Oklahoma. They're like, that's the Midwest. That ain't the South. That's the Midwest. All right, my bad. Who's my MVP? Jokic or Shea? Jokic, because I just think he's the best player. He's my favorite player to watch. But Shea got MVP last year, and he's having a better year than he had last year. So it could go either way. But I don't like NBA MVPs because it seems like it's a lot more narrative driven than like deserved by the player. So Jokic should have won it some years when he didn't get it, but then like one of the years he got it, it's like, well, he had a better year the year he didn't get it. And this Shea probably should have got it. Now Shea's got it. And I'm like, well, he gave it to Shea last year and he's having a better year than he had last year. How can he not get it? But I just have a feeling the NBA is going to be like, we're going to give it to Wemby. We're going to give it to Wemby, or we're going to give it to Jaylen Brown. You know, we're going to give it to somebody else. But it has, in my opinion, it has to be Shea or Jokic. Like, it can't be anyone else. Top teams in the NBA is like the top guys in 1v1 space. Yeah, that's what I was thinking was Nas, Zay, and Rob. Like that triangle of how they play each other. Spurs might go all the way. They could. They very well could. It'll really depend on how friendly the playoffs are to Wembanyama. I think Wemby is just such a phenomenal athlete and phenomenal player, and no one really has an answer for him. But it will depend if the playoffs are allowed to be very, very, very physical, it could wear on him and it could take him out of his game a little bit, enough to beat him. But if he starts getting some superstar calls, I just don't see anybody beating the Spurs. Why do you think it's a void of taller players in the scene? A void of taller players in the one-on-one scene, jump shot? If you're talking about the one-on-one scene, it's because it's kind of like when you're in college or high school, or when I was overseas, right? Anytime when you're whatever level you're at, let's say you're at a level that's not the most elite highest level. So not the NBA or whatever your highest level is, not a McDonald's All-American. If you see someone who's a 7-footer, usually people are like, oh my gosh, he's a 7-footer. How are we going to beat this guy? And I'm like, if he's a 7-footer and he's in this league, he's not very good. If you're any good, you're on a highest paid EuroLeague contract. You're in the NBA, right? So same thing with the 1v1 space. Like the reason there's not taller hoopers that are like able to score and go to work one-on-one is because it's like, well, those guys are making a shit ton of money. Those guys are Archie Goodwin. Those guys are making tons of money overseas. Thunder look unstoppable. They do. But that's weird that they always look unstoppable until they don't. So even last year, like Indiana Pacers kind of had their number a little bit. Obviously, Therese Halliburton got hurt, but Thunder look unbeatable. And then they just run into a team. It's like, oh, we actually are even with them. Even French people think Wemby doesn't deserve it. It's funny. Damn. All right, what is Paris or France's? Actually, Paris is a little bit different than the rest of France, though, right, Rio? Jokic should have had it like 4 times in a row. Yeah, the Kobe should have had multiple. LeBron, Shaq, Jordan, like they've all been through this. Like they should have won it more times. Tall players with enough skill to be worth watching. Yeah, exactly, squad. Wemby is definitely winning MVP after winning unanimous defensive player of the year. The narrative is wild. Yeah, you might be right. Tall players' game is not aesthetically pleasing. Same reason centers don't have mixtapes. I also think if taller players had the skill that people have in the 1v1 space, yeah, 100%. Is prime mid-range cooking this 1v1 scene? Debatable. So does that mean Bino isn't that good? Bino plays G League. Bino's in the big 3. Like that's what I'm saying. Bino's an exception. Bino plays 1v1 as like a side gig and to like improve his game. There's not really any full-time 1v1 players at Bino's height, you know? The year Embiid won, Jokic should have won. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But then Embiid probably should have won it the year, but it's just it's so narrative heavy. LeBron should have like 6. Voter fatigue is a real thing. Russell Westbrook, it was funny. Russell Westbrook averaged a triple-double, and they're like, man, we got to give him MVP. This is crazy. And then he averaged a triple-double again, and they're like, okay, we've seen it. It's dumb. It's like, wait, it was good enough for MVP. Now it's just another thing. Fomby Malik already this week? No, I'm watching it today for the first time. I haven't seen it. I don't know Jada. I don't know who's winning. I don't know any of the results of any of these games. So prime mid-range getting paid somewhere else. Well, I did get paid somewhere else. I think most French people just think he needs to add some more mass. Man, that's always the critique though, right? It's easy to say that, but guys of that height, like how do you add more muscle? Like he's getting stronger for sure, you can tell, but it's just like to fill out that frame is like almost impossible. Do I think Nash deserved his MVP? I don't. It's tough because I never want to say like, no, he didn't deserve an MVP, but more so he probably wasn't I'll say this. He probably wasn't the best player in the league. But MVP doesn't mean best player in the league, but just that's all I'm going to say about it. But Paris is different than the rest of Paris because I guess it's a lot more international. Yeah. Paris is different than France. In my experience. They need to change the people who vote. I agree. Voting should be transparent and it should have a more strict criteria. Should be a more strict criteria. So to win MVP, in my opinion, because there's a couple ways you could look at it. And I even said one of them. Should MVP be best player in the league? Should it be the most important player to their team? Or should it be the player with the best all-around stats? Statistically, they're the best. Or should it be like there's a bunch of different, should it be the best player on the best team? Right? There's a bunch of criteria that would be depending on which one of those you pick would be a different person. So all the people that are voting they all have their own criteria. So it's like, okay, it just depends on who feels like this person matches their criteria more. So if it were the best player on the best team, I would like that. I would like that system of, I would like that system more because it kind of incentivizes players to win and organizations to win. So we want to have the best record. And then the team with the best record, it would be the player that's most impactful on that team would get the MVP. I like that way of having everyone on the same page. I'm not saying that's how I choose my MVPs or that's how but I'm saying if that were what the criteria was, I would like that. But another way to do it for me is if everyone picked who they thought was the most important player to their team. But then you start getting to like LaMelo Ball, right? He's very important, but you saw they didn't make the playoffs. So it's like, do we reward players that are really important to their team? It's, yeah, there's just too much. It's too ambiguous. Did I watch Moon versus Kel? I did not. Hasn't bulked up yet. KD did bulk up though from his rookie year. Go look back at his rookie year and how skinny he was. It just took time. Same thing, like Giannis obviously added a ton of size, but everyone thinks you can just do that. France has so much talent. Obviously not USA level, but I feel they are definitely catching up. France has had some crazy athletes, especially on the women's side, coming out lately. Would you agree, except in situations with super teams that win slightly more games than a team with a clear-cut MVP? No, only if that was the criteria beforehand. To me, that's why I like that criteria, because there's no, but what about this and what about, nope. Best team, best player on the best team. That's it. We just go by wins. Whoever has the most wins, your team gets the chance to have the MVP. Once we start going, yeah, but I think he was more important and they only had a slight win, and then you can narrativize any person to be MVP once we get to that point, because that's what it is now, what you kind of described. Year-round eye test. I actually wouldn't mind if the MVP, I think they should separate. I don't think they should separate finals MVP and the MVP. Is that a hot take? Is that a hot take? MVP to me is just finals MVP. If your team wins a championship and you were the team player that helped them the most win that championship and you win finals MVP, I'm like, you were really the MVP of that season, weren't you? What's Bracken coach? What up, Fabricio? Rockets, Lakers. I said this earlier. They're, I don't know. It's like who's, instead of picking a winner, it's me just being like, which one's going to lose less? Which one's not going to lose as bad? I think it can be all those things, and you just take the best three and all those things, and highest common ranking player gets it. I think you just end up right back where we are. A lot who vote don't watch. That's 100% the case, and most of them even say it. That's a hot take. How come? Why is that a hot take? Is it just because we've always had an MVP, so we need it? Need to keep the tradition alive? Someone could catch fire and take away from the player who got them there? No. So I'm saying it's all encompassing. It's all encompassing. So instead of doing a MVP up to the season and then an MVP at the finals, for me, you would take all of that into account. So let's say the Boston Celtics, right? Whenever it was Jason Tatum all year carrying them through to get to the playoffs, number one seed overall, number one team they had the best record in the NBA. And then Jokic won the MVP that year. And then the Celtics go on to win the championship, and Jaylen Brown gets the finals MVP. And I'm like, damn, Tatum was kind of like the league MVP, right? He led them to like the best overall record, and then they won in the championship. If you put it all together, you'd say like Tatum was, but instead he got neither award, and it ended up being Jokic getting a MVP, and then Jaylen Brown getting a finals MVP. Watched the C4 game yet? No, I haven't. I'm just doing my hour-long chat before we get into it. Now we'll watch it. I'll pull it up now. We're about to watch that one first. Nah, you can't do it like that. How are you going to respect playoff risers? Okay, can you guys name someone who won Finals MVP that also didn't deserve it during the season? Can you name one? I disagree kind of because Finals MVP is sometimes just the best player in the series game, but that playoffs are not included makes no sense at all. But that's what I'm saying. But what if the best player on the best team averages 27, 5, and 4, but there's a player on like the fourth and fifth best team averaging 33, 8, and 9? No, that's my argument. My argument is if you win the championship, you're the best team. The best player on the best team should win the MVP. MVP and Finals MVP definitely separate. Imagine Warriors Iggy with an NBA MVP. Yeah, but you wouldn't have. He wouldn't have won. That's what I'm saying. That's my argument. Iguodala wouldn't have won the MVP because he was only the best player, perceived best player. He locked up LeBron James, who led both teams in scoring, rebounds, and assists. So Iguodala got Finals MVP because he locked up the guy that led both teams in points, rebounds, and assists. Come on. Is he really deserving of Finals MVP? No, but he got it. Okay, there's an argument he got it. But if you were taking into account the entire season and the entire playoff run, you definitely would have gave it to Steph Curry. So actually, Steph Curry would have won the MVP of the season and / Finals MVP. What up, Walt? I want Iguodala. Regular season award criteria is just so ambiguous. I agree. Nas and Peyton Richard, as Frank Nitti called him. Kawhi and Iggy. Steph got the 2015 MVP anyway, though. Yeah. I think it was fitting personally. Why? Why do you think Iguodala deserved the Finals MVP? Locked up Braun. Yeah, he averaged 38. Jerry West got a Finals MVP in a Finals that he lost one time. Yeah, he's the only one. He's the only player to win MVP when he lost. My argument would solve the Finals MVP debate. I'm telling you, you guys got to open your brains. You guys have been brainwashed, okay, to think that the NBA has this stuff figured out. All right, they don't know what they're doing. they got no clue what they're doing, okay? Now that's a narrative. Chauncey in 04. How tall are you and what was your playing weight? 6'6", 220 to 225 was like my best playing weight. But towards the end, I was like 230, 235. Tony Parker got one. Jaylen Brown maybe could argue Jokic. Did he really lock down Braun though? That's what I'm saying. So again, most MVPs are based off of narrative rather than impact. And I wish that would, all I'm basically saying is like, I wish we could solve that. I wish the narrative nonsense of the NBA is actually what makes me just, I'm just exhausted. I'm over it. Draymond literally guarded Braun better than Iggy in that same finals. Yeah, LeBron, facts. LeBron should have won Finals MVP. What are we talking about? Even though they lost. I agree. I'm with that. All right, let's get to this game. Actually, guys, that's a great debate topic. We need to have that debate topic. Let's have that conversation. My MVP this season, I already spoke about it, but Jokic or Shea. What's up, gang? Hope you're doing well. I'm super excited to watch this game. I've been waiting. TNC, Caleb Huffman versus Mike Bruce was extremely personal. 1v1 for $1,000. Let's get into it. Go subscribe over on TNC. Our Oklahoma guy here.
It's a blessing to be a part of another season and actually get to be more involved because I only got to play the fives last time. So I'm excited to go against Mike Bruce tomorrow.
Mike Bruce from Ypsilanti, Michigan. I'm always excited to show what I can do here on Next Chapter. I'm glad to be back another season, but I just really feel like I got something to prove this season.
I mean, I've been watching him since he stepped on the scene like a couple years ago. I seen it in person. Merkin hoop, he ain't no slouch. He can shoot the piss out the ball.
He explosive as hell. He got a great first step, finished both hands. He could do a little bit of everything. He a
Ooh.
good-ass hooper for real.
Mike Bruce sliding them feetsies.
Be gritty if I need to. I can get a win off pure heart, or I can have a game where I'm just not missing. My shot just falling. It's just one of them days for me.
I don't think he goes on runs like that. I don't think he had to play nobody that can do a little bit of everything like me.
Walt, no spoilers. I haven't seen this.
Rocking with me and like never switched up. So I'm doing this for y'all for real, bro. And my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. For everybody rocking with me, brother. I rock with y'all too.
I appreciate y'all. A lot of shit going on behind the scenes, and I appreciate y'all for always rocking with me, man. And I'm finna show y'all why y'all should continue to rock with me. Why I'm a top 5 guy on TNC, top 5 guy on the scene. And y'all just wait and see the show.
Mike Bruce top 5. New narrative unlocked. Yeah, we're watching Nas vs. Scoob today. Oh, we got it in the title, the couple games we're watching at first.
A monster matchup right here. Mike Bruce and C4, two of the best scorers that are here in the gym today. C4, you've been...
20. I thought Mike Bruce was a little bit taller, actually. Okay, 6'4", 6'3", 190, 190. What? Ypsilanti, Mississippi? Is that Michigan? Mississippi? I don't know. Ypsilanti? That's not a real place.
On the come up of everybody's just been saying you deserve big matchup, big matchup, big matchup. We're giving you a big matchup in the season, but a lot of people want to see how far you can take it, and they say that you're a top guy in TNC. So playing.
Bo Steve, what up?
Shit, what's ball?
You played in Champions yesterday or 2 days ago, and I know you weren't happy with the performance that you gave there. So I know you're looking to like.
Yeah, I do like Frigga facility.
No day.
Mike Bruce, keep it civil. Yeah, he's locked in. Mike Bruce, you've been asking for a big matchup as well. C4 is about as big as it can get for real. So this is a very important game for you. How you feel going into this?
I'm ready to do it. Let's do it.
Keon, what did you say? I have it from last episode, but all right. Anyways.
Shut up. We finna
Fap him.
That's what they doing. That's how.
What did he say?
Hey man, my nigga C4 ready, man. C4 ready. Can we shake the ball up? Look at it.
Let's go. All right, y'all. Subscribe to TNC, leave a like on the video. Let's get this video to 20,000 likes, please. 20,000 likes, we'll throw something special into the next one.
April 25th is almost here, and tickets are on sale now.
They never believed that I would really fly. I had to go demonstrate. I had to.
What just happened? what am I watching? Oh, whoops.
Tickets on.
Forgot about copyright there with the music.
Welcome back to another episode of TNC, Chapter 2, Season 4. Mike Bruce versus C4 is on the way. Mike Bruce has been manifesting this matchup and calling out C4 for a little minute, fellas, and it's finally here.
Hey, you got what you asked for. Let's get it.
Big matchup for him.
Huge matchup.
C4
man.
stock has never been higher, so great time for Mike to play this game.
Here we go.
All right, let me lock back in, okay? Let me lock back in. Let's get serial, guys. Come on, let's be serial.
Been great bump so far all season, man. Back to the essence hashtag in the comments.
Don't worry about it. I got it. Ain't going, man.
Damn. Good move. Full speed left, inside the elbow. Damn, this is real ball here. Spin back, second highest percentage shot in basketball. Little baby hook. That's nice. Wait, what? What? Why do you call that travel?
Whoa,
You call travel?
Hey, I wasn't looking for the feet on that one.
Whoa.
Yo, he said what he said. Yeah, backboard.
But that C4's thing, you couldn't be sliding with him. He just jumped so dang high.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
His floats are explosive.
Right.
What did y'all think about that travel? Was it?
I didn't see it.
Yeah, I would say I wasn't even paying attention to the feet on that one.
Like, again, I do think there's room to clean up travels in the one-on-one space and just basketball in general. But those ones aren't the ones I'd be concerned with. Because that's where all the physicality and so much grabbing and stuff happening down there. That's like the last part we need to clean up.
I like that shot.
So real quick, I've been seeing a lot of this. And I think Moon, I don't know who started this, Moon or Lat. You guys can let me know who you think it was. It was Moon or Lat, I believe, that started this. Kel a bit too. This right here, off the triple threat. The little off the triple threat. I think it is a good change-up move. I think it's a good change of pace. But this should not be your default triple threat. So we saw that with the small guards. Everyone going to that. Everyone going to that multiple times. And this is the critique I had of Kel. I still think Kel's probably the best at it because he's so quick and explosive off of it. Most of them just do it. And it's like, okay, but what are you trying to get out of it? Kel's is still not, I wouldn't teach it. And it's not efficient, but it works for him because he's so quick and explosive. It's the same thing as I talk about Scoob. I wouldn't teach a lot of things Scoob does, but I also wouldn't take it away because it's what makes him the player he is. I wouldn't teach what Kel does. I wouldn't teach this to know, like, it's a good mix up every once in a while, but the Terry Hosley triple threat, right? Like, will actually create you space, like pivot, jab step, having your angles, like that will build into your shot. Anyways, I just want to point that out. So the next time you guys start seeing it, you can be like, all right, this is what coach is talking about.
I like that shot.
I like it.
Anytime Mike can get a clean release 3 off, I like it.
Yeah.
He's a great shooter.
Oh, yeah, move!
Good defense, Bruce.
C4 got to wake up, man.
Here we go. Looking for our first field goal made in this one-on-one.
Like even here, right? So he shot a 3. I think instead of doing this and being like waiting and patient, you build off of that 3. Even though you missed it, now you go shot fake, go, right? And now you get them in the blender, shot fake, jab step, go. You can really work off of your triple threat here. This is a very one-on-one thing I've been seeing a lot, and I don't think it's more efficient. I don't think it's more efficient playing your triple threat like this than just going, just like making a decision and going. Miguel, what up? Well, yeah, lat rock side to side, but lat also has just really, really efficient, just normal triple threat work. So lat uses it as a mix up between his triple threat work, and then he does this little Kel rocker step stuff. And then he also can explode. He has like a dribble package and scoring package out of the rocker step stuff. And then he also has his triple threat stuff to throw you off. Kel, most of his stuff is off the rocker step stuff, but that's his game and that's the way he plays.
Watch the shot. Yeah.
Pull his hair out if you have to.
So this is what I mean. Like, this is where basketball is played. They're both in neutral. Nothing's happening. I'd say C4 is kind of an advantage now because he has a shoulder on the hip. C4 is in advantage. Bruce is just like doing this rocker step. Nothing's happening. They're still in neutral. But then he does this move, and he's in advantage. Shot fake, go. Like, play. We're playing. Just make your move and go. But then he's like, nah, back to our rockers and jabs and reset, and then kind of into – so it's just like a lot of wasted movements, it's wasted momentum from your last play.
Good shot, Bruce.
That shit off, bro. That shit off,
tactical.
Mike. Fuck no.
Slow start.
Hey,
No contest.
Hey, we need a hand. We need a hand, Bruce. We need a hand.
Yeah,
You gave him a free one.
Shooter. Yeah, he's gonna make those.
It's just tough because
I like this. I don't mind this. The pickup, it's a weird angle.
That was a great job defensively there, but
it's good defense actually.
So as a defender, would you press up on somebody as athletic as C4 or gap them? Or?
You have to know your strengths. If you can slide quick with them, you can press up. But if you know you can't, put a gap in.
For sure.
I think I like this way better.
You can slide.
Now that rocker step, now you can use that rocker step and get them to drop in their stance.
Right. Quick with them, you can press up. But if you know you can't,
just go. Go.
Sure. I think a late hand for C4 is probably the best idea.
We ain't tripping. Rough him up a little bit. Rough him up. Put a hand out. Here, shoot that.
Pump from Bruce.
Give me that shit. Give me that shit, boy.
Just rough him up a little bit.
That boy C4 look like he in the army or something.
Does Mike Bruce want to go right or left?
Hand up. Hello.
Whoa. You gotta move up, Bruce. You gotta move up. You gotta move up.
As two free ones can't allow it. But now it's setting up for the pump fake.
6-1 jab. Go ahead, shoot it. Go ahead.
See, like these jabs, yeah, I like this. Like open him up with that jab, opens him up this way with this jab. Yeah, I like those types of jabs. They're just far more effective as a scorer.
Oh, now it's setting up.
He just dribbled off his shoe.
Go ahead, shoot it. Go ahead.
Oh.
Got a 6-1 early lead for C4 against Mike Bruce.
Stop flopping, bro. Stop flopping, bro. Say the NBA, dog.
We want him to go right because he do this first, and then you can jam. But you let it. You on his.
Hey, Lay, what's the call, Lay? That was weak. That flop was weak. That flop was weak. Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking.
Well, stop talking then.
We're talking to this. We good?
Stop talking there.
C4 he's on a different type of energy going on right now.
Lock in. We don't need Lay, bro. Lay ain't with us.
Like the reason I asked is just because the way C4 is guarding him, so I didn't know if he had a plan going into this. But yeah, he's like forcing him left. Mike Bruce has gone left pretty aggressively and gotten to pretty good spots on the floor. So it looks like the game is going to be won or lost by if Mike Bruce can capitalize on going left. I think he should just go back to it because he got to a good spot early on. They just called it travel.
Yeah. That's one. Ain't tripping. Yeah, he about two. Yeah, watch the step back.
Yeah, I just think he can do this like the whole time. Even though C4 blocked his last one, it's because he shot it with his right hand on the left side. Yeah, I feel like he can just keep going to this.
Yeah, he about two. Yeah, watch the step back.
And this is going to make C4 have to adjust. Like, you can't let him get to that. He wants to spin back right, or you play the spin.
Going over the top right there, 6'3".
See if he has like another counter if you play the spin.
Put a hand. Good defense. Put a hand.
All right, so that was C4. Had him, just played him straight up.
Good defense.
Nah, he flopped because he dribbled off his shoe and then he just kept going forward and then fell. He wanted the call after he turned it over.
Is that three? Okay, there it is.
Let's see if he makes this. A lot of the times
Is that three? Okay, there it is.
He's doing like, oh, man,
let's see if he makes this.
He'd be tough to guard, man.
A lot of the times I just look at the shot quality each player is getting, and then over the course of 30, it'll normally play out whoever's getting it. If there's a significant difference in the quality, which I kind of feel like there is
defense,
here.
we good enough.
Now, Mike can make Mike can make a few of these really tough ones, but he's going to have to make really tough shots opposed to C4 getting better looks.
Power forward shit, bro. Here, power forward, bro. And one.
Oh. Damn. But C4 is getting most of the bugs without even having to dribble. I feel like Mike does have to pressure up a little bit to make him put the ball on the floor. Because right now he's just
I agree.
Jabbing and no hand. Just rising.
He's got 4 triples.
I think the tough thing for Mike Bruce right now is that from what I'm seeing from C4, he's shooting out of different pockets.
That's free, C4.
Like he had a regular pocket, an outside.
Did y'all put Rob in timeout? Why is he over here? Are you making sure the ref don't call more travel? That's what he's doing. Rob's like, better not call no more freaking travel.
Because he's going to explode hard left and finish. So Mike Bruce trying to figure this out defensively.
And he got it.
What the fuck are they talking about?
What the fuck? Y'all remember how I said I hate that little runaway dribble that people do? And I was like, the only time you should do it is when you lose the ball. Prime example.
And you can't give him his left side because he's going to explode hard left and finish. So Mike Bruce.
Yeah, get into your little runaway dribble.
Lost it.
That's crazy.
And he got it.
fuck are they talking about?
This is what makes C4 special, though.
But fellas, he lost the ball on the catch, and then just said, "Oh, just run into it," and just shot a fader.
Yeah, and he just elevates in a way like you can contest that, but a late hand on somebody that elevates that way on their jumper, they don't see that hand.
5 for 7 from 3.
Yeah, it's surprising that Mike Bruce is just playing so far off of him. Like when he was up close and made him drive, like he took like a weird angle and just threw something up. Just keep forcing him to do that. Like you can't allow somebody to get 15 off of just standstill threes.
4 threes because he had a free throw.
And one, yeah, he had a free throw.
He had an and 1 3. How's this working? How's he had 15 on the dot? Oh, that must have been counted as a 2.
Yeah.
Because he just had 13.
Yeah.
So that was a 2. Okay, there we go.
5 threes.
Today's video is sponsored by
Prize Picks.
and
Switch the crowd, chapter 9mm. Switch the crowd, fellas. Switch the crowd.
code TNC. Let's get back to the video.
Good D. That's great defense.
Oh,
that's
my
great
Lord.
D. Yeah, we here.
Why did he start on the left side and then try to drive left?
This guy, and you feel my energy, right? Yeah, you feel that. It's different. It's different when I show up. Terry, it's different.
See if Mike can
I'm
create some
here.
space.
Let's go, Mike.
C4's is pressed all the way up, though.
Damn.
Oh, my God.
Ball pressure, fellas. Active hands. Spin move by Mike.
That's not enough, Fomby.
What a
I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know Mike Bruce had that. Wait, what? I didn't know Mike Bruce had this. This is great defense.
See if Mike can create some space.
Let's go, Mike.
Like he's playing at a disadvantage. C4 is obviously just like pushing him, making him super uncomfortable. But like Mike's not really winning space back. He's not playing out of advantage. Like all of this is just disadvantage, and he's like, I guess I got to dribble. This is like, you know what this reminds me of? Reese yesterday when we were watching King of the Court. Like he doesn't look comfortable in this position, but this is just like being a hooper. It's the difference between being like a, what do they call it? A basketball player and a hooper. Mike Bruce is a hooper. That was not very efficient, but damn.
Defense.
Yeah,
He's
we
out
work
there
hard.
hooping.
What a move.
That was beautiful on both sides.
It really was.
Damn.
You know how hard you just worked for that? That's what we do over here.
So again, this is where I think those jabs would help him out. Like get C4 off of him and you take back some advantage here. He's just standing straight up and letting C4 kind of dictate.
White. He want to shoot. That's what we do. We work hard. He want to shoot.
See if that gives Mike
Work
some
hard
rhythm.
again, Mike. I like it. I like it.
I'm not mad at that foul. Make him reset it.
I love it, T. I don't care.
Energy's picking up.
I don't care. You got unlimited fouls. That's the hardest he worked on.
He hasn't earned your respect before this game? Huh? He been had that? Ray, you good?
On defense.
Put a hand. He want to shoot.
All I said was I didn't know he had that in his bag to be double hand checked and go between the legs, spin off of the hand check, and then up and under reverse layup as at 6'4". No, I didn't know he had that. That's not an insult. I didn't know he had that.
Yeah,
Most people don't have that at 6'4".
Put a hand. He gonna let you touch him a little bit, bro. I promise. Touch that nigga. Touch that nigga. Bump. Float.
Hey,
nice.
It's the same thing he was getting on the left side, right? He's getting a good spots. I don't know why. I understand what Millie was saying, that C4 is getting better shots because he was getting standstill threes. But I do think Mike Bruce getting downhill is still very effective in a one-on-one because it's making the other person deal with you.
y'all just little.
Switch Ray down. You talking to dude in chat? Man, how am I supposed to know?
Mike Bruce has officially settled down in this game. It's 15-7. Thoughts?
He's looking good. I like the way he's driving to the basket strong. C4 smothering him. His three ball is not going to be
Y'all know I be reading chat, okay?
1 or 2.
I can't keep track of y'all's conversations too. Damn.
That's been impressive.
I'm about to switch the chat. I'm about to switch the chat in a second.
He worked hard as shit and he got 7.
I like you contesting everything, because if you would have contested that, you could have blocked that. You feel me? Don't get lax.
Winded on that, look like him last.
You good. Breathe,
Hey, bro,
breathe.
I'm so fine with that because
See what
he's
you did, Ray? See what you did, Ray? Coming here causing problems.
Good,
What do Mike Bruce want? He want threes. You doing exactly what you want him to do.
I believe
Keep making him turn into a two-point shooter. But I would say, like Fomby said, make sure you get a hand up on that just for the sake, like, you know what I mean? You work that hard to make him finish the job. Take your time.
A musket ain't got no switch.
I trust you. I think.
It's better than whatever Keon got. I can guarantee you that.
I'll tell you this, for any nigga that guard like this, you attack this side, they hand gonna either move out the way or their hand gonna be right here. They gotta call the foul for you. Good, but if you go the opposite, you're doing exactly what they want you. Fomby ain't got no socks on.
Send him my way. Send him my way.
Rocker step from Mike Bruce out the timeout, pulls up.
We got that.
Long contested two. Ugh.
We got the high hand. No, hey, we work on that. We got the high hand. Let's work on that. Work on that.
Defense so smooth.
No three. Put a hand.
Cool. That's cool.
That's a great shot, though.
Good pace.
Jab. Work your jab.
Oh, way better defensively. And he's forcing him right, too. C4 drove right a couple times weird, so.
Rocker from C4
And
paying
one.
off two.
Hey, you little ass.
Boy, do whatever you want. Come on, Black Team. Come on, Black Team. Come on, Black Team.
Energy in this.
Keon catching strays. He said, hold on. No, that's justified. That's a justified stray. Justified non-stray at Keon.
Oh, my God. Oh.
C4 doing?
It's so fire, man.
He has him like, I'm really confused here. C4 doesn't look as, I'm going to be honest, he don't look as explosive as he has, but like, I typically assume he just takes that line like straight to the basket. You can't have someone that far off their line and you're in an athletic stance and he's like half a foot off the ground. Like you got to just bolt to the basket, but it just seems like he's like a step slow. Like he goes super wide again. He's gone really wide twice.
Oh, my God.
To just pick it up outside the key.
Oh. No, not twice. Not twice. Not twice. Hey, hold. No, stay down. Stay down. Stay down. Stay down. No, ref, we got him. We got him. We got him, ref. We got him. We got him. What you said?
I feel like typically he just turns that into like a elevated fadeaway or something.
Hey, never over till it's over. Let's go.
Come on. We got him.
It's you one time, Lay. Hold on, Lay. Hold on, please. If you don't mind. If you don't mind. If you don't mind.
You have the classic.
Hold on, I got you.
Rest break.
We need a towel. We need a towel. Need a towel. I'm gonna buy you some time. I'm gonna buy you some time, baby. I'm gonna buy you some time.
Zero.
Damn, till my nigga get like, damn, it's
I mean, what you need, an IV?
It's sweaty now.
Get your man's an IV, man. Your man right. Get your man right. Get your man's an IV, bro. Hey, we got it up there upstairs. He got finished. He did a normal attack on the court. I mean, golly. What are we doing?
Three stars, Fomby.
I like that. Right at him.
From the circle. Pulling up. That's a good.
Froze him.
I like that.
Bruce.
Right at him.
From the
Damn. So that's effectively like a jab step and triple threat will get you the same thing. But that was nice.
circle. Pulling up. That's a good.
Froze him. Oh, gotta hit that
That's a
though.
great move. That's a great move.
That's the best we got all day.
I like that, Mike. Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Yeah, his driving angle to the left is like straight downhill, but to the right he's been taking wide angles. I don't know.
Mine, you had one more dribble too, just in case. Yeah, I was just letting you know.
When he took that one dribble, when he takes one dribble in one place, I feel like you can move up. You don't have to reach or like you told me, you don't have to reach or anything, but make him do a second move.
You good. You good.
Next play, we forget about it. Dry your hands off, yep.
And Briscoe towel break.
Mike's hanging around.
Come on, I'm right here with you. Put a hand out. Block that shit.
Good hand.
I'm cool.
His drive, I'm telling y'all, his drives to the left are good.
Block that shit.
Good hand.
I'm cool with that. He missed.
Got a foul call on C4, man. Mike Bruce is starting to figure some things out in the second half. It's about to get real interesting in here.
Nah, he good.
Hey, Malik, don't touch him, bro.
But Mike Bruce is a guy that
He's got to work on like not trying to finish with his right hand on that side, like against guys that are his height or athletic. But he's getting to good spots driving left.
One of the better players in the class, in my opinion, in that wing class. I think he's a little underrated.
Put a hand.
Patrick?
If he gonna beat you, he gotta beat you all twos. Come on, man, that's soft. Come on.
He can't shoot off that right like that. You cannot shoot off the right pocket.
Yes, Mike.
Good defense.
Damn.
You cannot shoot on the right.
I was just about to say, like, he's got to read this better. Like, once you realize, I don't know, maybe he thought he could get inside the block, but C4 is pushing him. You got to spin off of this or you got to shed him off somehow. But to not be able to get that space and still be able to hit this shot, hand on the elbow, fade away, long, contested baseline 2, worst shot in one-on-one, buckets.
I love that. Tween, go off the shimmy. It was a slight shimmy on that second tween. Now he's confident now.
Down 5, yeah. We good now, down 5.
Mike Bruce powering up here, fellas.
Here we go. Here we go.
He want to shoot that one. That's a bad
Yes, he
shot,
do.
Mike.
Here we go. Here we go.
He want to shoot that one. That's a bad
Yes, he do.
shot, Mike.
Yes, the fuck he do. Come on.
2-point game.
Bruce.
He made it.
Thoughts on Mike Bruce? Well, got finished the game.
Watch out, camera.
Don't let him come at you. Don't let him come at you. Don't let him. Turnover.
The hands.
Give him time. He's here. Give him time. He want to talk to everybody. No, he wasn't. You weren't talking to
Nah, Lay's right. Lay's right.
Move out the way. Everybody's out the way. No, they're not. I'm here.
No, Lay's right. He's talking too much.
We got a 2-point game though. C4 Rod. We got a 2-point game.
Man, he's just driving such wide angles. Like, ideally, I don't know why he's doing this. I wonder if he is giving Mike Bruce too much respect. But I feel like even if it's just a game of inches, right? Like, even if that drive is just like, say here, just a little bit closer. So instead of here, just a little bit closer. When that bump happens at the basket, it should bump you away, and then your layup is happening here. It feels like C4 is driving wide and then getting bumped, and then his layup is happening out here. Does that make sense? Does that help with drawing that a little bit?
No.
Like, see how wide he is and where he's taking off from? And now Mike Bruce is like still between him and the basket and is able to make a play on the ball now.
C4.
Damn.
Rod.
Get that out of here. Get that out of here. Get that out of here.
Well, this is low-key turning into game of the season.
Right now, Mike Bruce in the second half is playing phenomenal.
Man.
Even though the Lat and Moon game was good on paper, it didn't feel like energy of like this. This feels a little toxic. They were too respectful. They were too polite, too respectful.
The game we got going on right now, man. It's just phenomenal. Hit the like button. We're back to the essence. I'm gonna spam it, so you spam it.
Your B-ball IQ going up. That's what we like to hear. You just joined. All good, veteran. Mike is sneaky good. So I think I've only seen him in team settings. I don't think I've seen him play a 1v1. Maybe I did. Or did he play Tay? Was it Mike Bruce versus Tay, or was it Mike Bruce versus Malik?
He hit you with his best punch. He can't go on there. Way to weather the storm. He's still down. They counted you out, nigga. I don't know if he's built for this.
Hit his elbow a little bit. Hold on. His elbow.
Keep doing what you do best.
Hit that elbow a little bit. Hold on. Breathe, nigga. I'm about to buy some time for you. Ain't got time. Both your shoes.
What you know best the whole game.
Hold on, his elbow, brother. Hold on, just chill. Yeah, okay, cool. Put a hand. Here, shoot that, bro.
Mike and Tay. How would I stop C4? Well, I think C4 is a player you don't stop. It's just you gotta send him to. It's like you gotta take the what do you call it? The least. You gotta pick your poison. You don't just stop someone like C4, but it's like maybe make him go left and just beat me going in one direction, and then I start honing in on his moves, like going to the left. He's like any like elite scorer. You can't let him go both directions and have threes, which I feel like Mike has done so far. He tightened up in the second half, but don't want to start down 15 points before you start implementing that stuff.
Here, shoot that, bro. Don't foul. That's good.
Would I call Mike Bruce a sleeper? No, I think Mike Bruce is so far from what I've seen, Like, again, now I'm saying like he's unwilling to just keep going to what was working. How many times has he ended up with a tough fadeaway contested 2, right? This is the worst shot you can get in 1v1. How many times has he ended up over here? Like 4 times, right? Once over here and then like 3 on this side. Imagine you get those 4 possessions back, and those 4 possessions are just driving downhill and getting to this spot. You probably make 2 of those. Probably make 2 of those and then get fouled on 1. What if those 4 possessions were just a jab 3? You probably make 2 of those, you know? So I think it's just, if he's willing to simplify it and take some of these possessions out, and he's down 2 playing like this. So he's really on fire because he's hitting tough shots. So if he would just simplify it, he's probably up 6 points right now.
Don't foul.
Because C4 is actually not playing very well. Now that Mike Bruce has been forcing him to like drive and do stuff, he's actually not playing very well. But you can't do that. Nope. Like that's what he wants to do.
Mike Bruce, C4.
He want to shoot.
There we go. This is just way better. Just keep your foot on the gas. If Mike Bruce watches this is just way better than the jabs and waiting jab. Just be decisive. Be decisive. Have an idea in your head, like what package you're gonna go to, right? Oh, I'm gonna do my jab series. I'm gonna jab and go. I'm gonna jab, throw down, and go, and whatever counters I have after that, depending on what he does. Jab, back, hand down, shot. That's it.
Oh, took the lead. Here we go.
What up, Tricky? How we doing?
This is like a 15-0 run or something close to that. Regardless, Mike Bruce.
This is so far my favorite game of the season.
Oh, shit, that means
Yeah.
Hold up.
That shit is sweet. That shit is sweet, Charles Barkley.
Hey, I ain't heard nobody say nothing about no power forward in a minute.
You out that bitch playing like Charles Barkley. Playing like fucking.
So again, this is what I mean. I feel like he's playing C4's pace now. He just jab shot. So now I'd be playing off that. He's got to honor your jabs because you've been driving. He's got to honor your shot. You've got, like, this is where you snowball it. This is where you like hit him with a move and he has to honor it and you just go. But Mike now is kind of like waiting around.
You out that bitch playing like Charles Barkley. Playing like fucking Charles Barkley.
You should stop.
We score on this angle.
Oh, yeah, and look how to stop this angle. Watch how I go in this angle.
Oh, my Lord.
It looks so.
Well, I just want to see him be like, boom, boom, just pile them on.
Exploded if that went in.
Charles Barkley, Hall of Famer, fact.
C4, he has to get the momentum back. Oh, my.
Like that. That was kind of decisive, right? Jab throwdown. The Terry Hosley. Oh, no, that was a jab rocker step.
Oh, my.
Get that shit. Bro, fuck all that. Tell yourself you ain't tired. Come on, bitch. Damn. Hey. We still up 1. We up 1.
Work the jab.
C4 came to the table and said, here's some shit, ain't he?
Come on, get closer. I like it.
Long.
That's great deal.
His pull-up is weird. He does like another extra bounce into his pull-up, which gives Mike Bruce some time. He actually needs to go back and watch that Michael Jordan. He needs to go watch some Michael Jordan game film, some Kobe, and get into his pull-up with a 1-2. He does a little hop. Like if he just pulled up right here, Mike Bruce's momentum is sending him backwards. But because he does this little hop, it gives him time to get on balance, which gives Mike Bruce time to get on balance. So then he gets to close that gap. So this should be either a 1-2, or if you need to hop, it needs to be a step back. He does that little hop, and it gives Mike just enough chance to like get his hand. He pretty much picks his nose.
Long.
That's a great deal.
But he's probably not worried about it because he typically just elevates over whoever's guarding him. But eventually you got to practice. Hold on. The word I was looking for is escaped me. But you want to practice your moves pretending that it's someone more athletic than you and taller than you. And if it will work against that person, now it will, like, obviously it'll work on anyone.
That's what we want. Long.
You can't just assume you can just jump over everybody.
Hey, why is all this white over here, bro? These are 2 niggas I don't like the most.
Put a hand. Yeah.
Fuck.
The defense.
No.
Damn. Yeah, he can shoot from here too. The hell?
No. Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike. Hey,
Touch
hit another
him
three.
early, yep.
Hit another three, nigga. Hit another three.
I like C4 making it grimy though.
C4 kind of tired, bro. It looked like he tired.
Hit another fucking three.
Damn. I think he tired, Mike.
Mike's getting these open threes that he was not getting
Go right
at the
him. He's
beginning.
tired.
Right, Mills.
And I think he just was not
Go
getting
right
at the
him. He's
beginning.
tired.
So for Mike right here, like you have to make a quick decision. Have I got around him or not? I think you got to shoot that arm past him and kind of hook him a little bit. Or you got to get your shoulder into his chest and just like push off and separate.
Right, Mills.
Yeah, you got to do one or the other.
And I think he just earned his respect from C4 by driving, wearing him down a little bit, getting to the hoop.
Yeah.
He was strong on those drives early, and I think that's what's opened up the game for him. Now he's getting the looks that he wants.
Hey, Mike. Make him work for this possession.
C4 facing some adversity here.
Yeah. All the best have had to overcome it. I like it. Wow.
Bro, he just elevates over the top. He kind of shoot like this is like how Hamid does a little bit.
I agree.
I think that should be able to be reviewed because that's very close. In a game like this, it matters.
Right. Tough shot there from C4. Very tough shot.
Hey,
That's
fucking
good
big
defense.
man. That's what you said. That's a fucking big man.
We are tied at 21, man.
Put a hand.
We are tied. Oh, he got under that arm. He's countering. He's pulling up at one. Oh my God! Mike Bruce is balling.
That's tough. That's tough. That's my job, Mike.
How long you need? Boy,
he's hitting some tough
how long you need?
shots.
Oh my God, bro. Yo, for y'all to be in y'all 20s, bro, y'all some tired motherfuckers, bro. God damn. Y'all tired as shit to be in y'all 20s.
If Mike wins this game, what does that mean for him?
It means a lot. Respect goes through the roof. Yeah, respect goes through the roof.
Give me one,
man.
Mike Bruce.
Sure.
So one of my basketballs.
Give me one, Mike Bruce.
Putting rep on the line and gaining respect.
Oh, he got
Real quick, okay? Again, don't tell me in the chat, but regardless of who wins this, do you see why I say it's important to just play games? Because everyone would have said C4 is going to obliterate Mike Bruce just because he beat Tay by 20-something, 25, whatever, 24. It's basketball. Anything can happen. That's why it's important to play these games, because then you get moments like this. I didn't think this was going to be a good game.
two
like
first
this.
names.
But all I heard was how good of a game it was.
Mike Bruce, that's two first names. He ain't shit.
It's a lot of people in C4 ear, bro.
He got two first names, C4. He
He
ain't
ain't got
shit.
to say nothing to Mike. He already know what to do.
Here we go. C4, crucial possession.
Lock that
Jabbing.
down.
Eyes that rim a little bit.
Ooh. I don't like that foul call. That's a nice move though. Again, he's not falling for your crossover. So I think because C4 hasn't been very good at getting downhill, Mike Bruce is just not honoring it. So that crossover doesn't really work. He doesn't even fall for it. But I would have fell for it. This is really good defense. I don't like that call. Like, what more you expect? Like, damn, look how high he is in the air, first of all. But like, he's kind of jumping out of control. I don't like that call.
Hell no, that's a
I don't know
bailout.
about that one. That's a good wall up right there.
come down, Mike.
Did
Don't
Mike
come
Bruce
down.
come down at all? I didn't see
Maybe
that.
slightly. To me, that was great defense to me. But what do I know?
He just kept up top. He was going to miss it. If you just kept up top.
That's great defense, bro.
We've had class.
Man, there's been a lot of plays this game that were just like really good offense and defense both ways. Like Mike, not so much. It's weird. It's a weird clash. Mike, not so much like efficient, like textbook basketball, but just like figure it out basketball. And then C4 just being C4, obviously.
Because this is another classic.
Philly Bruce, Michael Phillips, I ain't capping. It's fucked up right there.
Good spin move.
Damn,
there,
what a
one.
move. This C4 needs to be finding a way to get to this though. Straight downhill, into your spin, win the bump, do something with it. That he needs to figure out a way to live there a little bit more.
That was good core.
Damn. That's tough.
And one. Intentional.
That should be intentional foul.
He's getting downhill now. I like this. I don't know why he wasn't doing this most of the game. Maybe because he just started off with up so much, it kind of let his foot off the gas.
Biggest stop of the game, though, right here. Biggest stop of the game. You good? 1 point game. Get a stop, and then we call your timeout. Run them off.
We don't need him, though.
He don't get the ball.
C4 up 2 with the ball.
Crazy how a bad call can swing momentum. Actually, Mike Bruce has had like 3 bad calls this game, oddly enough.
Every point matters in this one.
Spin again. Half spin. Fade. He might have get that one.
This is starting to look like he was hitting open shots earlier. I can't say much about that. I think all the top players are going to make those shots. But when Mike Bruce switched up and started taking that space away from him, C4 did not look like C4. But 3 plays in a row, he's getting downhill, and then you remember like, oh, okay, yeah, this is why he's like almost impossible to guard. Downhill, so you have to guard. And I think this angle is way better, right? We just look at the elbow. Looks like he's getting inside the elbow. And instead of fighting and going wider, it's like, no, I'm going to turn back to the inside. So Mike Bruce has to guard this because that angle to the basket is a great one. And now because he's done that, he's gone straight into a fade. And because he didn't have any wasted steps, and he elevates so high, there's just no way Mike can get there and contest. This is just layup drill for C4. He just needs to be living with these moves downhill and then count all his counters. This is nice.
Hey, come on.
Yes.
Did. Big stop. Big stop.
Did you though?
Hey.
Wait.
Yes. Big stop. No
What'd you
three.
say?
He said got one.
He finally got one.
Hey, so what did I say? So now what did I say? Because he's gotten downhill to the right like 3 times in a row. Now his move finally works again. Now his crossover does work. Because he's gone downhill. Now his crossover is giving him a better angle to the basket, right? This is why I like building up, working with your flow chart. And we saw that yesterday with a video that's going to come out, the Jerome Randall, J Law, and Austin Rivers video. We talk about it a ton, where you can see like good players, efficient scorers will use the same move over and over. They'll just have slightly different counters.
Oh, no, you just say got it.
Throw.
Oh, that's the phrase.
It's the lat special.
And he makes it.
Yeah,
I had to use that in a minute.
Right.
It's got it.
Let's switch it up. Let's go ahead and
But I
make
just,
it.
that didn't count for you. That's all I wanted to say.
C4 to the line here. Shooting 1.
Okay, you just watch the fans.
I can't tell you what I see. We can't tell you.
Okay. We there.
We can't tell you what we see.
I'm sorry.
It's called cheating if we do that.
Hey, what do you guys think about that? Commentators helping the players. I thought at first, when I first thought about it, I was like, commentators shouldn't give input on the court. They shouldn't help at all. But then Frank Nitti did it in that series that we did, that free stream that we did. And Frank Nitti was yelling some stuff out. And I was like, oh, I don't like that commentators shouldn't be doing that. And then as I thought about it a little bit more, and I spoke to other people too, I was like, actually, it doesn't matter. Frank Nitti's not betting on the game. And the person he was yelling at was losing by like 20 and didn't have anyone in his corner. But he gave him really good advice that made the game better. And it's still up to the player to implement it. So I've flipped my opinion on that. At first, I thought commentators shouldn't talk to players, shouldn't give them anything. Now, I actually don't mind it, especially for the one-on-one space. Obviously, for ESPN or for football, like college football, something like that, right? But the commentators, we're not making money on the games, and it's not, as long as it's not like everyone's against this one guy, so we're going to keep giving advice to this guy. It's usually just trying to help and make the space better, right? Typically, people aren't doing it to to fix results or something like that. So I actually don't mind it now.
If he makes this,
sorry, brother,
a 2 will win it. He needs one bucket,
One
fellas.
stop.
Fomby is
One stop. That's all
been
we
a
need.
staple in this season.
Oh, yeah.
What Dev did was insane when he did it to Malik. Well, so that, yeah, I do feel it different about that. I do feel a bit different about that, and I don't know why. Why does that feel worse? Help me work through that. Because I don't think I like that either. And it might be because Malik's coming from a different platform. Maybe that's a good point. So if the players are all from the same platform, like this environment is all TNC guys for the most part, it doesn't really matter. But imagine Joseph Lewis, who's here. Imagine Joseph Lewis is playing a game and he's playing against C4, who's a TNC guy, and everyone is like on C4's side, or the commentators on C4's side. Yeah, I think it would feel weird. Maybe that's what it is. So if they're all on the same platform, it shouldn't matter. I like that. What do you guys think?
Yes.
I would, if he drives, I'm fouling. If he drives, I'm fouling.
Oh, my God!
Yes.
What?
I would, if he drives, I'm fouling. If he drives, I'm fouling.
What?
Oh, my God!
What the fudge?
One stop. That's all
Been
we
a
need.
staple in this season.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I would, if he drives, I'm fouling. If he drives, I'm fouling.
Oh, my God!
It's good defense.
What the fudge?
That's tough as shit, nigga.
Harry?
Oh, that's great.
Can we post-game that? Because that game was incredible. I can't say enough about Mike Bruce, though, and his performance. Number one, we got to have top 10 plays.
Yeah, we need wow.
Boog's block is up there. It's number 2.
Yeah, Boog's Malik Dunbar's block.
Yes, but that finish, turn my back to you. That's a backyard lay.
Yeah, with English. With English, nice plug.
That's a backyard lay right there.
I want to say this, man. So much respect for Mike Bruce. So much respect for C4. These 1v1s have been phenomenal this entire season. We'll see you guys in the next episode.
I think this was the game of the season. I know this season was Latin Moon. I'm gonna be now that there's been some time in between, and this hopefully won't come off as hating. I liked the Lat versus Moon game. Don't get me wrong, but to me it was like, okay, it's a good game. It's a season game. They both, they competed. It was a good game. But this game is the small guard tag team we just saw was my favorite game of the season. Now this game is my favorite. I think this is game of the season.
So it's going to be a 3v3. See you guys in the 3v3. Let's get to it.
Wow. Great. That was phenomenal. C4 and Mike Bruce just went down. C4, you pull out the dub for that game. Just talking through 30-23. You guys, that was one of the best games of the season by far. I felt like y'all were really getting into
11 for 20. 4 for 7 threes. Jeez. Hey, hold on. Again, this is why this game was so much better than the Lat versus Moon game. The pacing was better because look at their shooting percentages. Typically in these 1v1s, we see like 30% shooters, like 30 to 38% is where the shooting is. Both of them shot 50% or higher. That's crazy. And with good defense. That's insane. Wow.
Get into your bag, guarding, hitting tough shots. Just any words about that matchup against Mike Bruce?
Mikey Bruce a motherfucker, man. Hey, he cold. But shit, I blow shit up, nigga. On to the next one. Hey, BJ, you got a killer on the way. No bullshit.
Yeah, that's a matchup that I definitely want to see, but I don't want to go past this matchup right now. Just talk about playing C4. Bro, I think everybody's hats off to that matchup. You guys went at it. Like the score being 7 points out was just a matter of just going on a quick run towards the end of the game, but just talk on that game.
Yeah, I think me missing that free throw and letting that run after that was huge. But shout out to C4, he tough, but a couple more games under my belt, I'll see him again. And at the start at the beginning of the game, to run and shit, just letting him shoot threes, giving him that lead and shit, that's my fuck up. But like I said, a couple more games, I'll see him again.
Again, this is why I think play the games, man. play the game, because I actually feel like I don't know how you guys feel. I actually gained a lot of respect for Mike Bruce this game.
Yeah, I'm grateful.
Even though he lost.
That you guys made that matchup happen this season. I know all the fans are going to be grateful that y'all checked up and just went back to the essence of what TNC was. One of the best matchups by far this season, but you had something else to say?
Shout out to Black Squad for being on my corner, bro. I don't know if I get the dub without them. And one more thing, switch the crowd, nigga.
Well, that'll be it from us. TNC chapter 9mm freak season. So chat. They just can't stop, can they? Can't stop, won't stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Shoot basketballs, not people. Crazy. C4 now, yeah, that game got him turned up. That game got him turned up. He don't even know who he is anymore. Switch the chat. Yeah, Ray in here making me switch the chat earlier. Some kids are doing that celebration in school right now. Oh, I know, especially in America. We've been doing that for decades. I didn't know. But yeah, I think just play the games. Like, you can't save players, but you can earn respect in losses. It's all in how you lose too. That was a great game. Freak season, yeah, because that was who was that? Boog, and that was the Boog and Zoe thumbnail that we had. Yeah, this is freak season. Oh, and also because of what Keon said at the beginning of that video. So yeah, this will be the craziest video I put out. I knew today would be a crazy stream, but I didn't know how crazy it would be. I didn't know it'd be a rated R, rated M for mature stream. Oh, I thought this was versus Shimba. My bad. This is Fomby versus Malik. Yo, Fomby versus Malik. Hold on. I haven't seen this one either. No spoilers. Also, someone in chat was saying I need mods. I do need mods. Anyone want to be a mod? People that are in here often. Who wants to be a mod? I know that's like the worst thing to ask while you're streaming, because literally everybody, but we could trust Tricky, right? Can we trust Tricky? I don't know how to do it from this chat, and my YouTube chat isn't working right now for some reason. Yeah, it won't let me do it from this, and the YouTube, whatever. YouTube chat is kind of broken, so I might have to do it later. Let me get one. Cheese is here. Swift 2. If you act like you shoot someone here in Paris, you'll get benched. Well, it's one of America's favorite pastimes, shooting. So Tricky did make an NCAA champion. Facts. 1v1 player to coach for 6 months. Who would it be? Tay. It would be ISO Tay. What about the Twitch streams? Twitch should be working right now. Jerron Swift Lewis doesn't deserve it. All right, let's get into this next video. Damn, I forgot my... We'll get into this Fombi versus Malik video. What's up, gang? Hope you're doing well. This video is the TNC 3 days old. I'm behind. I know. I get it. We just watched C4 versus Mike Bruce. Now we're watching Fombi versus Malik. The most physical hoopers checked out 1v1 for $1,000. It was brutal. Go like, go subscribe.
Fombi, I'm from Cleveland, Ohio. It's a blessing to just be back playing on next chapter. I haven't played, in a couple seasons, so I'm just ready to show y'all this energy, just in 2026.
Man, Malik Dunbar, Utah and South Carolina. It feels good to be back on another season, man. Just out here showing what I can do, proving my worth. I ain't gonna say people ducking or nothing, but I don't know, I can't get no games right now.
Malik Dunbar, I know he got a little height advantage over me. He's just a little slower, you feel me? I feel like I shoot the ball at a better, higher volume than him too as well. So I'm just gonna beat him with my quickness and tough shot making.
I rock with Fomby campaign, I ain't gonna lie. But I like his game for real. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he better than me. He ain't saying elite dog, but he got a game to him, you know what I'm saying? I respect the campaign,
I think what makes me unique is my energy. Like, it's one of one.
My energy for sure.
It's fucking me!
I'm coming at every game on the same type time. So whatever you on, I'm on too. You feel me?
I think that's the biggest thing, just my energy. Even when I'm down, I'm never out.
I thought he was about to dunk that.
Aggression. I just love the game, so I try not to take plays off.
You haven't met me and don't know about me, man. Malik, Mr. About That Time Dunbar. Tap in with me, man. The best energy on the floor.
If you've been around for the longest, been watching me play, you know what I'm on. Feel me? Was I am.
We set it up.
30, 6'4", 6'2", 215, 230. Beach Island, South Carolina, Cleveland, Ohio. Oh yeah, I forget that. Fomby just lived. Fomby probably just sleep at the facility.
Fomby, you've been going absolutely crazy this year. You've been playing a ton of games. Really just, again, I keep mentioning your trajectory this year. You've been locked in.
Laura, Luca, what up?
You knew you could be, and you're going even beyond that level. That's how I personally feel. So glad to have you a part of the season, to give you this opportunity to play against Malik. You guys have unsettled business. Any words you want to share? Okay.
Probably doing all that talking, all the other games. Okay. You're going to be switching the crowd soon.
Here, I hyped up his introduction. I'm going to hype up yours too. You've been locked in.
Yeah, we need to talk about that. Fomby's had a little bit of a resurgence this year. I like it. Fomby, I did ask him when I saw him in LA. He said his goal was to play 20 games this year. And I think the work is already kind of showing. He's been locked in.
3-on-3, you went crazy. Big play.
What up, Air Drip?
Been looking for more one-on-one smoke. I feel like you look more in shape too, more cut up, everything. He looks like he's been in the gym.
Rap dumb ass. So you finna get wrapped around. We've been in the gym on Jesus' toes. Wrapped around.
All right. How you feel about what Moon's saying over there?
Man, worry about Ramon, man. I'm ready, man. Let's hoop.
Let's get into the game. Subscribe to TNC. Leave a like on this video. Fomby versus Malik. We appreciate you guys tapping in.
Laura, I said hi.
I'm going to put their channels in the description. Go ahead and support Fomby by subscribing to his stuff. Support Malik by subscribing to his stuff. Let's get to it.
$10 is already crazy low for TNC League. But what?
Fomby versus Shimba. I know it does. I mentioned that earlier. I messed up. My bad. Players mess up too.
Welcome back to another episode of The Next Chapter. You have Fomby versus Malik Dunbar and Fomby. Yo, for the last two episodes, they didn't hit the first shot off the rip. They can't even finish the intro. Yeah. Hit the like button. Hashtag back to the essence.
Lay some.
Like button. Hashtag back to the
He looked back at him on this too.
Lay some.
Hashtag back to the essence.
Talk to yourself, because you your own fucking consultant, nigga.
You know, the same thing right now is happening to what happened to Jeremiah. I mean, it's only 2 possessions, right? But that possession right there just showed, like, Fomby he just makes some players just look bad.
I heard that from Wayne. You hear me? Rap ass real quick.
Oh, hey, Millie.
That's my shot.
Wait, you don't get the points? Huh? Wait, what?
Rap ass real quick.
Oh, hey, Millie. That's my shot.
So this is the type of stuff I talk about, right? When we put rules in place, we got to understand the spirit of the rules. So that rip through rule was put in place because Kevin Durant. So defensive players would have their hand in the cookie jar, and Kevin Durant would be jabbing, and he would rip through to their hand, and then he would just be like, "Hey," and he's like, shooting foul, and they started calling it on the ground because they're like the rip through. But it's the spirit of the rule. If someone just jumps and it's like a weird motion just to hit someone's hand, yeah, we're just going to call that on the ground. But even if someone picks the ball up from a weird shooting pocket, especially in 1v1 when like all you can do is shoot, it's not like you're jumping to pass. If you're jumping and your shooting pocket is here and you get hit on the arm and then you turn it into a shot, and especially if you make it, I'm like, you always just count it. Just count it. Even if they do a rip through and they make it, just count it. The shot goes in, the shot goes in. We overthinking. We outthinking ourselves. Oh, they're kind of screwing over Malik right now. Oh, not Malik, but I guess the last one was Fomby. This one was
It hit
Malik.
the glass first. They said it.
That's his call right here, right? That's his call.
Hit glass first. Did it look like it?
I'm confused.
That's regular shot motion.
The 3 doesn't count?
So there's confused. All right, there's as confused as I am. All right.
Wait, the 3 don't count, fellas? It don't matter.
Why is Fomby?
It should be 13-10 right now, actually, and then plus a free throw.
Hold on. No, that should be 13.
It really should be.
With all the rules, games, quality of refs, who is the best platform? And I thought about making you a mod, and you're going to come in here and throw a grenade like that in my chat?
He's on a heater.
Foul, 5-6-2. You next? You get wrapped up next, nigga? Huh? All right. Yeah.
Oh.
Look how slow Malik looks. Again, he's not even that slow, but Fomby did this to Jeremiah too.
Oh my gosh. Where's the slogan, fellas? Where's the...
Oh, he's not going to say it till the game's over.
Fair.
He's going to come right here. Fomby up 12, pulls for 3, off. Malik has his first possession on offense. Ooh, pound dribble, long midi.
I feel like Malik, when he does that ball fake and he gets somebody up off the floor, straight to the rim.
Yeah.
Straight to the rim.
I agree.
Oh.
Ooh, wasn't even a clean pickup either. Was a weird step on
I
there.
thought he broke his leg.
Fomby kind of tweaked his ankle a little bit.
White team.
So he can see who to ban. Trust the process.
What?
There we
Guys, what have we been preaching lately? Few players haven't been doing this. I like this drive by Malik. He needs to be doing this a little bit more. See how he threw that arm out? Fomby even moved it because he knew. Fomby does this too, but he knew. When you get that shoulder passed, yeah. See, he's having to look at the ball to gather, so it's like slowing him down a bit. That's where your handle comes into play while you're like swiping through, but I like the thought process.
There we go. Straight to the rim. Straight to the rim. Got to get yourself going. Not by tough shots, by easy shots.
Yeah, the problem, Jay Perkins, is people don't want. I'll be honest. I think this is every platform. Fomby is a matchup nightmare. You don't want to put. His record isn't good enough to give him like a really good matchup, his matchup is his resume isn't good enough to give him like a pay-per-view. So you just go, oh, give him some randoms to play. Then he plays randoms and he just obliterates them. But then you're like, damn, we can't feed him to a top 5 player because he might accidentally win. Or they might beat him by 15 if he's not locked in, or he might win. And it's just like, I think everyone's just like, let's just leave that alone. Let's leave Fomby over there for now.
Hell nah. Good bump, Fom.
Fomby is Day tier. Well, he is, but he's not. He's Day tier, but I don't see Day accidentally beating a top 5 player. I think Day's still got a couple things to add. It's mainly a shot. If he could get a more consistent shot. But I think Fomby can just accidentally win against Rob. He could accidentally beat Scoob. He could accidentally beat Moon, and like he could beat Zay. He could beat any of the top players pretty much accidentally. And he's good enough defensively to guard a Nas and Zay and Robs and those guys. Yeah, Fomby versus Tay would be a very good game. And good for, it would make sense for both of them. And a win, Tay losing to Fomby wouldn't mean a lot, and Fomby losing to Tay wouldn't mean a lot. But whoever wins that game would get a big boost.
Don't like those dead leg step backs. Bro, if he can counter and find a way to get back downhill after the counter, that would be much better for him.
I think he's just trying to add to his game, too, to show he has more plethora.
Yeah.
But I think his most efficient part of the game is getting downhill. Catch and shoot 3 or get downhill.
Why you yell like that? Got to get out the field. Hey, Malik finding what's working here. Jab right, rocker step left. Hey, he's finding something.
That shit lucky. I bet he missed a free throw. He made too many yesterday. Be like a poodle.
Let's go, Lee.
Fucking poodle down there. Fuck no. Whoa! He made too many yesterday. He burnt used all his shots. Halftime, fam.
Get what you like. I like what you like.
Great move. They both just did the same move to each other.
Oh!
On the ground. On the ground.
One. I got what you need.
No!
Got your hands from me. I don't know what you need. Yeah.
You say that fucking singing?
I told y'all this is freak season. This is a freak chapter.
Yeah. I like it.
Get him, fam.
Oh, shit.
Malik was able to cut into this lead, but Fombi sends it to halftime. Oh, we're getting okay.
Yeah, take your ass. You can take your ass.
Baldy said him take his rest.
Because isn't that what happened to Baldy? Didn't Day try to do the no halftime thing to him?
Yeah, I would take that halftime personally.
I think more than the rest, it's just to give the offensive player, like, you don't want him to be in rhythm.
Right, because he's in rhythm.
Yeah, if he wants to stay, he's feeling good.
C4, I'm from Broken Arrow, Oklahoma.
Man, we don't care about no damn Oklahoma. Out of here, out of my face with that garbage.
Hey, his shot pocket is to the
Halftime. It was halftime.
His shot pocket is this way.
He made it to half.
Yeah, he ain't scored. His shot pocket is this way. If he do it this way, he's going to the basket. He's not shooting like this. Nobody's shooting like this, bro.
Force him left?
I will force him right. He ain't scored to but left side.
He fell for it. This is the second time a player has fell for it. Malik Dunbar calls timeout after the first possession of the second half because Fomby didn't call for one.
Wasted the time.
Bamboozled, hoodwinked, led astray. Shout out.
My bad, dog. My bad.
Stephen A.
Yeah, bold strategy by Malik to not take the free timeout that you get from halftime and then use your own timeouts and where you only have one left. See if it pays off.
Here we go. Malik Dunbar out of the timeout, 15-5. Oh, yes, sir. Lay got it. No way. Oh. His jab series has gotten better.
It is so funny to me how taller players are, again, a lot of them are still learning how to attack more face to the basket, like facing up rather than back to the basket. But they'll drive downhill and they've never had to get used to like finishing over the top with the ball outside their body or with their opposite hand or anything. So every taller player that drives left in the one-on-one scene always wants to shoot the ball with their right hand. It's so funny that that's a skill that's so important to add to your game if you're going to be heavily defended. All part of the plan.
Pound dribble, sidestep, and one!
On the ground. That's on the ground. It's on the ground. There's no way that counts.
Pound.
See, the foul is right here. The foul happens on the ground. Yeah, you can see it. Oh, highlight it for you guys. See, the foul is right here because he gets in his landing space. Therefore, foul on the ground, non-shooting foul. Check up.
Sidestep, and one!
Nope. No bucket. No bucket.
That one
Check
counts. 4-point play.
Cash out.
They said small Malik play like he's 6'8", and this Malik play like he's 5'8".
That's the same info,
I don't know about y'all, but like it's something about like low cut socks that kind of I hate them.
Like mid socks or low cut?
Low cut, like the right foot of Fombi, not the left.
Right. Yeah.
It bothers me a little bit.
I know people that hoop in no-shows.
You feel me? You
One of my guys played major Division I, played no-shows.
Did he play football in high school?
Nope. Just basketball.
You see that? Shadell like, hey, lock in. Stop trying to be silly. Be serious. Lock in.
Wow.
Unnecessary fouls. Unnecessary.
Smart comment later, bro.
You good. Hey, just stay on his right side, but you got to move up. You're back here. That's giving him time to shoot. Move up here. You got this hand up, and once he put on the floor, bump him. Bump him. You're not being physical at all. At all. At all. At all. There we go. There you go. There you go. Look. You good. You good. Leak. Be a little physical. Come on.
Why did that mess with
Go. There you go. There you go. Look. You good. You good.
You hate the ankle socks too?
Oh, be physical. You letting them shoot. Hey.
Way to be.
Yeah, he's getting to the right spots. He's just got to get used to, like, once you get there, how to play on balance and just settle. Don't got to force, like, getting closer to the basket and fighting through more contact.
Same stop, though. Same stop. I ain't worried about your offense. You're going to find that. You're going to find that. Same stop right here. What? Same stop. Trying to tell you, same stop, but move up, though.
He shot a one-footed fade sidestep, heavily contested, and he missed it, and he's like, oh, should have went in.
Turnover. 706 what?
Hold on. So y'all telling me TNC up here muting stuff, but you're going to leave what Keon said in the last video. Okay. Okay. I'll see what's going on, Scotty.
Good defense, good defense. Stay solid, good defense.
That's good defense. That's good defense.
Good defense.
That's 3 straight possessions. Malik just got a kill. He has to start scratching them.
Can't do that. That's tough.
Yes, sir. Usher.
Huh. That's an option, I guess.
Be physical. Be physical. Yup. Be physical.
I think he misses this, but the difference of like when a guard drives downhill, they're able to like maneuver the ball and still get the shot off the glass, right? So he puts the ball up, gets back on balance, finishes outside of his body, and holds off Malik's arm with this off arm. So he ends up getting a clean shot off. Now, if he drove left, he'd probably get that same thing off with his left hand. But when Malik drives, it's like not able to do all of that coordination part of it.
Good defense.
Yes. And so it ends up just like throwing the ball up there. So that's just something you got to rep out a ton if you're not used to being like face up guarding, face up attacking the basket.
Lead to the cup. There it is.
Damn. Yeah, he just headbutted his way to the backboard there.
He's a dominant player. He's a strong.
I think someone like Fomby could play overseas. The problem with the way Fomby plays like a Nick Young or like a J.R. Smith, where he's just like super microwave, like heat check, and he's not an efficient player. Overseas, we'll take a chance on a heat check player, or you'll be like a 6-man rotation heat check player, but they're not going to sign an import to be that, right? If you were to play in the G League, they already have those guys that are like 6'7", 6'8", that are heat check players. So Fomby skill-wise, yes. It's just height and athleticism-wise, probably not.
This player here is the tallest player here.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense, Tyshawn. Pretty much for the reasons I'm stating.
Dominate possession. Straight line drive if you can. Gets a 2 feet bump.
His downhill stuff is good, though.
There we go.
Getting straight downhill is tough to deal with someone that height and size. Pause. Bijan should have made a cameo for Freak Season.
Let us know. Say no more. He good. He say he good. He good. Farm good. Let's talk. Give him a minute. Hey, Black, give him energy on defense. We here on that right side. Don't be lazy, Farm.
There you go.
Lazy, Farm.
There go, Lee. There go, Lee.
I know you good. I know you good.
Come on.
Shit.
Come on.
Downhill. Play off that downhill. Play off your shot. There we go. See what I mean? There's the difference right there. But he's playing off his shot, playing off the downhill, straight downhill, be able to protect the ball and like get that hand out of the way. So like I would almost just like grab his wrist and put it out of the way, and then you just one hand pick up and finish, but just not being able to win those battles. And I know he's grabbing him, but not being able to use your right hand to still clear that space. It's really tough to do, but.
Don't get lazy on me. We'll finish that game. Quicker you finish.
Talk to them. Don't bring the phone to talk to them.
Clean. All ball chat. All ball chat.
Fuck up. Wake the fuck up, Lee.
That's all ball chat.
Hey, tell him to turn this shit up, please. On the floor. Bumble. Come on.
I got you.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
A little more aggressive.
Oh, he's standing with the power stance too. He got the power stance going. Shoot, the drawstrings are tied. Yeah. Yep. I see the problem. Damn.
It's a good call. It's a good call.
The center right has been.
I'm gonna be honest. Malik getting the raw end of the deal here. This game, he's getting somebody don't like Malik over at TNC. Y'all praying on his downfall over there. And Fomby's in on it.
But I think Malik should do the same thing Fomby just did. Drive hard, play off 2 feet, and you don't have to rush when you get there. Use your size to your advantage.
Oh, he got that one. And
he didn't need to stop.
Use your size.
He's past it. This is what I preach. Malik has actually done this a couple times, and you don't see this often, but we just don't see players of his stature stepping into the one-on-one scene much. But I teach exactly this. Get your shoulder past their shoulder or your shoulder past their hips, they're done. But I don't know why he gives up this space. Like, once you already got your shoulder past him, like Fomby, the only way, like, he shouldn't be able to turn back this way, make him turn in a circle. But once you have your shoulder past him, like, keep your shoulder there, like, rigid. You can even push off a little bit with your elbow. But, like, you want to be pushing Fomby backwards while you're running forward. So this is very good. He just doesn't stick with it. Again, it might be like a coordination thing, like something you can work on. So he moves his arm kind of out of the way, and he's, like, trying to push. But it's also, like, because he's trying to, you can just tell he's trying to dribble the ball, like, think about where the ball is at the same time while doing the off-arm battle stuff. And he still gets him. But I think he just had a dunk there.
Oh, he got that one. And I'm still over.
Wow, he almost took his shirt off there.
I'm gonna get one of these days.
Yeah, I think you should just stop.
No.
Yeah.
You don't quit when things get rough. You fight through adversity, you become one.
We have a ring over here.
Good defense. That's good defense.
That was about to be a nice move.
That's good defense. Hey, he's trying so hard to go back left, bro. His shot pocket is left. Everything is left, bro. He hasn't scored on this side yet, other than trying to go to the basket. That's it. And I feel like when he get down there, he trying to bump. Just stay wall. He shoot that bitch. Go get that motherfucker.
His downhill has, I think Malik might have been in the lab. He might have been in the lab. I wonder if TNC got these back in stock. These little handkerchiefs, the little handkerchief that he's wearing. I wonder if they got those back in stock.
Good, you good.
This right there, he's building momentum. And this is where Fomby is most likely going to capitalize off the misfortune.
Oh. They blessed us with the 2K angle. The 2K angle is great for teaching. Look how we always talk about, like, this is why I like the onside step and direct line drives. But inside the elbow wins the arm battle here. They switched it on us, but you can still get the idea. So Fomby's able to win the arm battle and manipulate, like, his off arm while not having to worry about the basketball, the ball going right where he wants it to. And it's like, and even his hand here holds off Malik's shooting hand. So again, this is the difference between the two players. It's just coordination, being able to dribble. That's why I'm always really big on two-ball dribbling, like using a tennis ball and throwing it up while you're dribbling another ball, getting your brain to be able to think of doing two different actions at once. That's the main difference in this game.
Oh. Off the misfortune. As always.
Hey!
My fortune.
And he still got to it. How do you still get to this? Actually, you know what? Maybe a goaltend. That should be a goaltend.
Leak, I told you. Go get that motherfucker. I told you. I told you.
Fomby, I know you. I do like the pump fake though. You had him, though. Just cut him off or something. Cause he's trying to block every time. Just to let you know.
You got a bird. Don't worry about
That's
no
a good
block, Fom.
Pat sold those out. interesting. His downhill, like he just need to accept that he is a downhill driver, and that's what he needs to focus on: catch and shoot threes, and then straight downhill drives.
Fomby trying to switch it up.
He ain't in the rhythm no more. No rhythm no more. No rhythm.
You know, that timeout at halftime really, right after halftime, really worked. Really working in his favor.
I like that. I like that.
Damn, Lap might have bet his house on this game. Look at his reaction. He actually looks devastated. He might have bet the house.
He finna shoot. He's shooting. He's shooting. That 5 dribbles. 5 dribbles. 5 dribbles. That was 5. That was 5. That was 5.
Man, listen, since Lad, I think Lad or might have been somebody in Malik's corner told him to flip his stance, force him right. It's been curtain since. He hasn't scored since then.
Look at his shirt. His shirt is more of a suggestion than an actual article of clothing at this point. Y'all ain't hear Malik? What did he say? Did he say what I think he said? I just let it go because I didn't think that's what actually came out of his mouth and was left in the audio, by the way.
And one!
Damn.
He was able to cut Malik off on that drive to prevent him from getting up for the block.
Shit, Fom.
Great adjustment from Fombi, man. Great adjustment. Now he has a double-digit lead to potentially make it 11 right here.
What up, Odin? Malik hasn't been the same since DA stuff.
Hey, let's give him energy for this last one. Let's give him energy for this last run. Give him some energy, Black. Give him some energy, Black. Give him some energy, Black. Hey, you need some water? Let me know what you need. If you need anything, let me know. You need a towel? You don't need nothing? Good shit, boy. You look good. Hey, only thing I will say, because he is trying to block them motherfucker every time. Maybe sometimes. You beat him. You do what you do. I ain't trying to fuck you up. Lay, King Blood, what's up?
I got you. I gave him a little time out. That's what he in a rush on me. He in a rush.
Does Tay play any games this season?
Found bomb, 7 points per game. Hard right drive, playing off 2.
Malik's walling up.
Yeah.
See if Fomby can get it up.
So what are Fombi's options here? Why is he struggling to go right? It's just like he should just like shove the shit out of him right here, right? And create space. Because Malik just staying like forcing him underneath the backboard multiple times. I wonder why he's struggling to score going that direction.
The bounce.
Oh.
We got a technical foul on Fomby.
Is that the first tech?
Malik at the line. Should retain possession regardless.
Oh my Lord, Malik is leaving points on the board right now.
He still keeps ball though.
Definitely been struggling at the line.
Tay just that loud. Yeah, we gotta get like an ibuprofen alert in the chat. Oh, he hurt his groin, didn't he? I forgot about that.
You playing defense? You playing defense, Fom? You playing defense?
Yeah, so Malik just needs to work on like being able to use his offhand because he gets to the good spots, right? Gets to fight to the elbow using his right hand. And as soon as he goes to counter and Fombi, like, because he's having to like deal with too much. He just picks the ball up. Like you keep your dribble alive, and now you've got the dribble to the right. Just got to get comfortable with that sort of stuff. But he's actually improving. His game's improving a lot. These are just like that's where his ceiling is right now. Until he works on those, he can get those counters, keeping his two hands operating independently of each other. This is where his ceiling will be.
Float that bitch.
Hey,
I was just about to say.
Started too far. Yeah, you right. Started too
Yeah,
far.
that was four.
Is the Nesco retirement rumor? I'm not sure. I doubt it, but I mean, if so, good on him.
Nigga is you.
Malik missing shots too. Yeah, but I mean, he's taking highly contested long twos.
Help on the right side.
Jam going left.
Like that. He's got a hand all the way up his nose. There you go. Just like Moon was showing. I don't like that call.
Yeah. Oh, and one. His hand going to touch me? I just want to ask. I ain't think so. Yes, sir.
All right, now this game kind of dragging on now. It was exciting at first. Let's see if one of them can catch fire. I wonder what the shooting percentage is in this one, actually. Would it be a bad idea to practice long twos? No, that it's actually good to practice if you're the main scorer and you're going to be game planned against a lot. So if you're the main scorer and you're a volume scorer, it's not a bad shot to practice. But for anyone else, it's probably it's the least effective shot to practice probably. Yeah, turn up. Someone switch the crowd real quick.
Oh, big shot. Yeah, he's going to make that with that hand down.
It's easy.
Everybody give him a touch. Everybody give him a touch.
Yeah, Malik had been playing great defense for a stretch of possessions. And then Fomby just kind of warmed down a little bit. Malik put his hand down. Fomby knocked it down.
Oh, nice.
No!
Bro, they are cheating this man. So is that three? Is that three goaltends that have all been clean blocks?
We can't tell from dead center.
In 1v1, all right, hear me out, chat. Hear me out. Travels, carries, all that sort of stuff in 1v1s, it's like, you can't call it every time. Like, just let it go. I think goaltends are the same. If it's like, I don't know, let it go. Just let it go. You want to see people go for blocks. You want to see people try and get stops that way. If it's kind of close, I think you just let it go. Just let it go.
That would low-key be the baseline judge's call there. Or the guy from the side.
Okay. Hold on. Let's hold that thought. How many times did we hear the ball go off the backboard?
Because of him.
That's what I'm saying. So if it was only once,
exactly,
then it was clean.
And
if it was twice, it was a goaltend.
So if we can't tell from this angle, how can they tell from this angle? Because Lay's kind of at the top with us.
He might be right.
He might be.
I don't know.
Gotta stay in shape for these.
He does that on purpose. He goes to the table and he does it on purpose.
Fomby can game it.
Oh, damn.
We got a foul.
Let the.
Fomby can game it.
It's not this part. This part's not bad, but it's when Fombi's body folds. His body just folds into that the little corner of the floor in the wall. Shucks.
Damn.
We got a foul.
Let the bodies hit the flow.
Can you rap it?
No, it goes.
Let the bodies hit the flow.
Let the bodies hit the flow.
Am I gonna get copyrighted for this?
Hit the flow. Let the bodies hit the.
I'm gonna get copyrighted for that.
Send them off. Send them off.
But that one looked clean to me. Great block. All ball, ref.
Fomby can game it here.
Oh! It's fucking me! Man, what the fuck was wrong with him trying to play this? Nigga.
Oh, I can't use that as a thumbnail because then it's gonna be everyone's gonna know that he won.
This my year, dumbass. Who is it? Let me come over to the NDC crew. Let me talk to them. Boy.
I got it. I gotta see that shot again. Hold on. That was crazy.
Fomby can game it.
Damn.
Here.
Oh! It's fucking me! Man, what the fuck was wrong with him trying to play this? Nigga, this my year, dumbass. Who is it? Let me come over to the NDC crew. Let me talk to them. Boy.
Just one word.
I said he wasn't getting 15, damn it. Come on, who the next one? Get this interview.
Fomby on television gets to win 30-12. Any final thoughts, ABC crew, before we send it off?
My final thought is I'd like to see Fomby with a big time matchup. That's my only thought. He looks really good.
Say what's the final thought? Next episode, see y'all.
Do they interview him? Oh, they do. Oh, they switch the crowd?
That's my dog. That's my dog. For real. All in all, we talk shit. That's my dog, real rap.
Leak, anything that you want to say on that game? Obviously, crazy outcomes with you guys bumping on this. Anything?
You know what I'm saying? He won today.
Right now, you guys are up 4-3 in the record, correct?
Well, my nigga Moon said I had to come handle that business, you heard me?
All right. Hey, I don't got too much more.
Hold on, we gotta look at his face. Scotty. Hold on. Did Scotty say no, don't do that? I'm pretty sure Scotty says no, don't do that.
Hey, I don't got too much more.
Come on, Scotty, you gotta
Listen.
Scotty, you got black on, Scotty.
Hey, subscribe to TNC. Leave a like on this video, man. That was crazy. That was crazy. 30-12. Fomby looks.
Oh my gosh! Switch the crowd. Yes, Scotty's over it. Look at Rob. Hold on. First of all, look at Malik's shooting percentage. 5 for 20. 1 for 4. 1 for 4. Hey, if he's anything, he's consistent. Fomby 11 for 25. 5 for 12. There.
Hey,
Rob just
I don't
laughing.
got too much more.
Right. I mean, nothing happened. Crazy. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you on the next one. That game was wild. That game was wild. The next game we're gonna do is the one I've all been waiting for.
We're gonna send it over to
Ball is Life OTD. Scoob nice. Go back, Rob scared. Fomby is the worst catchphrase. If he's talking about himself, then who else could he be talking about? It's me. What's best for mid-range? Jump shots or floaters? It depends. If you're a big man, probably floaters. Nas versus Scoob thumbnail. That don't look like Scoob. What do you mean? I feel like it does. Okay, real quick. So the next game we're going to watch. Oh, I got to fix this. All right, should work. All right, next game that we're going to watch is Nas versus Scoob, pay-per-view, Judgment Day. Before we do that, I'm going to quickly let my dogs go outside. So go get your snacks, go to the bathroom, go do what you got to do. We got about another hour and a half of stream. Fomby versus Dooley. That'd be a good one. That'd be a good one. All right. Take care of what you guys got to take care of.
Oh, man. Hey, man, real quick, what's the odds that you spill that coffee? What? Oh, DraftKings has plus 250 on the coffee hitting the counter before it hits the mug. I parlayed that with your toast burning. Damn it. Let's go. Two-leg domestic breakfast parlay, baby. What's even the odds of that happening? Oh, I'd say like 50-50.
I guess you could say those odds were pretty even.
You can trick yourself into thinking you've got things figured out by winning some games, and you can also trick yourself by thinking everything's wrong because you lost a couple games, when in reality you're growing and getting better. So can you be see the big picture of who the people are and what you're doing and really try to grow day to day? No doubt.
It's that process-based versus results-based. I'm really big on this with kids, especially. Like, you see a lot of coaches coaching kids under 12s. These are like 10-year-olds, whatever. Kid shoots an open shot, and they're like, no, drive to the basket. And I'm like, dude, it was the right shot. Just didn't make it. But if he makes that shot, you're talking about he's the greatest player of all time.
Oh, man, what's going on in here?
Yeah, we're not exactly sure. The detective says he's never seen anything like it.
Hey, what's the detective got in his hand on that piece of paper?
Yeah, we think it's a threat.
A triple threat.
The best feeling as a basketball player.
So I always say to my assistant coaches, like, hey, give me every idea you have. If it's good, I'm going to take it and take credit for it. And if it's bad, I'm going to blame it on you. If it doesn't work, I'm blaming it on you.
You're right, though.
But that's the job of an assistant coach. And good assistant coaches recognize that and go, hey, I'm going to throw 30 things at you. Take it if you want, but I don't care. Like, your head is on the chopping block, not mine. But here's all the ideas I have. Then the fun part about it that coaches miss out on when you don't have that conversation after the game is way better when you've had that conversation during the game, because now you can say, I'm glad we stuck with it because we'll be better at it for next game. So those conversations are like valuable and more interesting to me than just the basic, oh, should have done this. It's like, yeah, okay, we get that you can't do both.
Hey, Cletus. Yeah, Jedediah. Basketball just ain't what it used to be. Everybody's just worried about their pretty Gucci Vuitton shoes. You know? Hell, back in our day, we didn't even have shoes. We didn't have feet. And don't get me started on the fundamentals. Lordy, lordy. Players doing their fancy schmancy Euro sham gods and shooting fadeaway four-pointers. Just no heart is what it is. And remember that guy that played with the neck brace? Gerald Henderson. Great man. I had his poster up on my wall. And another thing, being bald was a badge of honor. Darn tootin'. None of this Trae Young, LeBron James, Kevin Durant trying to hold on to it. Players used to just embrace it. Carlos Boozer with the marker. That damn marker. Well, at least one thing's for certain. We're gonna always have our Seattle Supersonics to look forward to, and that just makes life worth living. Amen, brother.
Hey guys, Coach Midrange here. A lot of you have been asking me how to become better at shooting, and so I wanted to show you some of my favorite drills. You can shoot the ball on this side of the basket. You can shoot it on the other side of the basket too. Sometimes you can shoot from a little bit farther away. Sometimes I like to just shoot from close though. And most importantly, just keep shooting the ball is my favorite thing. Follow me for more elite drills. Thanks.
All right, Bron, I need you to set this pin down for D-Lo to come off that so it can curl and hit this elbow jumper. They're trailing all of our screens, so it should be fine. Oh, okay, but if I set the down screen, how can I pass him the ball? No, Austin will have the ball. He's going to be the one to make the pass. But if Austin is making the pass, how can I pass the ball to D-Lo for the shot? Austin is going to have the ball, and he's going to pass the ball to D'Angelo for the jump shot. We worked on this in practice. How about this? I'll inbound the ball to myself. I'll bring the ball up the court. I'll throw a cross-court pass to me, okay? Then I'll throw the ball to D'Lo for the jump shot. Then I'll get the rebound, and I'll finish the layup. Any questions? He's always been like this. Shut up, son.
Hey guys, it's Coach Midrange again, and today I want to teach you how to dribble. You want to start by just putting your hand on. What are y'all in here doing? Stealing data from his assistant coaches? What are we talking about? And didn't have feet. Take your dogs out before you stream? I do. I do. So I leave the downstairs door shut because what I don't want is them constantly running outside, barking at people, and then running inside, then running outside, barking at people. So while I stream, I leave the back door shut. The LeBron ad was good. I appreciate you. All those skits are from videos that I've used on my main channel. So I do like long form videos, and I'll throw a skit in there sometimes. And so I've just taken all of those and just put them all together so I can start having like commercials and stuff when I go outside. But yeah, appreciate it. So we might as well get into the next video I wanted to watch. What's up, gang? Hope you're doing well. I've been looking forward to this video for a while. So Ball is Life definitely surprised me with this drop. I didn't know it was happening. They dropped it yesterday. But this is Nazir Kaur versus Uncle Scoob, the greatest 1v1 of all time. It's certainly up there. Go like, go subscribe. OTD, Ball is Life, doing the dang thing. Need more skits? I'll do more skits.
Brought to you by Ball is Life and Off the Dribble, where we bring culture to basketball. Welcome to Judgment Day. First up is a 6-foot, 185-pound guard from PG County, Maryland. In 2025, he was named the most valuable player on YouTube. He is undefeated in the last 2 years in the 1v1 games up to 30. Give it up for the undefeated. Walk him down, Uncle Skoob.
Whatever happened to the best? Let's do that after this. Maybe we can do that after this game. I'm definitely, am I getting copyrighted through all of this? Damn. Probably, huh? Probably. Just for safety. Announcer not doing it. I think they were going for the Toronto style, what they had over in the Toronto Ball is Life. And what I think happened, I think this is one of those like creative direction. Like, you got to be able to sell your vision to the person. So now that I've seen the Toronto series, I completely understand what they were going for, but I don't know how they could have picked this guy and been like, hey, he's the one that can do the thing we want. This is just not a good fit for what they were looking for. Maybe he could have done this a different way, but for what they were looking for, it didn't really work.
Anyway, he's a 6'4" guard. 230 pounds, big guard from Tampa, Florida. 10th pick overall in the G League, earning 4th Man of the Year. He holds a 1v1 lightweight championship belt, pound for pound champion, undefeated in the last 3 years. Give it up for the mother blueprint.
Did he censor himself? This was dope when he came out with the belts. That was so dope. He came out with both belts. You got to put the belt up at some point, right? We need some belt games. What's going on with those? Did it say he was 6'4"? Yes, it said he was 6'4". The heights, never trust the heights in the NBA. Never trust the heights in the 1v1s.
One of the biggest matchups we've seen to date. We got Uncle Skoob and Nasir Court. It's a Judgment Day presented by Ball is Life and Off the Dribble.
By the time he play Archie, he'll be 6'6".
Mid-range, talk to me. I'm here against Nas and Uncle Skoob. When you look at the tail of the tape, Nas has him on height, weight.
6'3". So now he's 6'3". Damn, yeah.
And he's a little bit younger. But when you look at the pay-per-view record, both of these guys are undefeated, 3-0 in their pay-per-view matchups, and they're also undefeated in games up to 30.
So the most meaningful games on the scene, even if it's not a pay-per-view, are typically those games to 30. So yes, they do it on the big screen on pay-per-view, but then also, yeah, games to 30, undefeated. I saw some people in the comments who were like, they're not undefeated. It's games to 30. So that you look at any of the big platforms, OTD, TNC, Ball is Life over the last few years, that's kind of been the meaningful games have been played that way. So these guys, that's what they're all about, meaningful games and taking it serious. These are pros on the scene. They just do this full out of
guys in the
I gotta be
space
talking,
are about
man.
to battle it out. Both of these dudes are undefeated when they're playing to 30, which is incredible, man. Before anything, man, hey, give us a round of applause for this main event for these two people. We got Uncle Skoob versus Nasir Court. The blueprint, the man who hasn't lost in 3 fucking years. The pound for pound champion, the light heavyweight champion. How you feel, everybody that came here to see you, man?
Time to put on the show. Let's go.
It is funny how the intros nowadays, used to, the players would talk a lot. Now they're just like straight to it.
The man of
Because they take them serious now.
very little words. I don't know if you're going to say anything, but there's a lot of people in here and in the chat who rooting for you, man. How it feel to be on another pay-per-view main event?
I just appreciate everyone coming out.
Man, you got anything you want to say? Man, like I said, this game is on Kalshi. Make sure you go on there and trade, man. Nasir Court versus Uncle Skoob. This may be the greatest 1v1 game we've ever got to witness, man. Both of these guys are undefeated to 30, which is fucking incredible, man. So we about to see a show, man. So I'm gonna send this to a little commercial break. I'm gonna give them about 5 minutes to shoot around. Go take a shit. If you gotta take a shit, use your dude wipes. Man, off the dribble, man. Ball is life, man. Judgment Day, the main event, man. Let's get it, man.
Fire transitions. Damn, it was deep in there though. It was packed. The energy was so good, especially for this game.
Then is electric. We have one for the ages. This was for the history books, for the culture. We're here at Judgment Day. Nasir Kaur versus Uncle Skoob. Let's get to it.
Damn, Scoob locked in, and he's shading him to the right so like aggressively.
Nasir Kaur with the first possession.
Remember what we were talking about in that King of the Court too? Like good players, and Archie, me and Archie were talking about it in that conversation we had. But good players, you can't just shade right or just back up or just do this. Like the answer is not that simple, but it's a mixture. You got to mix them up and constantly be moving and constantly be adjusting. Look what Scoob does here. And Nas too. Nas is using the footwork and going into a shot fakes, changing his shot pocket. But look, Scoob puts his hand over so he can't shoot. And then as Nas is moving the ball, Scoob puts his hand up so he can't shoot and see the rim. So now it's just like this battle back and forth of like constantly making these reads. Scoob does fall for it a little bit. Now Nas gets that onside step, straight downhill, full speed right to the backboard. Hell of a finish. Damn, this is such a good game. Like again, and then Scoob here, instead of like waiting to see what he's going to do, it's like hand in the shot pocket, but still being aggressive, going for the ball.
Man, we got people standing.
My problem is forcing someone so much that when they switch, I switch too late. You mean, what do you mean switch? It's like anticipating. You should be anticipating. So if I'm sending you left, I'm going to try to be up on the right and not ever let you get to your right and then pushing you off balance to the left. But I'm constantly like jabbing, getting ready to run left, you know? So it's like when I think you're actually going to go, maybe I guess at the right time and I beat you there and cut you off. It's about anticipate. It's not about sitting in cement and waiting.
Man, we got people standing and everyone's excited. Oh, Uncle Scoob taking his time, getting a jumper, can't get it to go though.
So same, you see it here with Scoob, exactly what we were just talking about. So he's forcing him right, but Scoob is just he's just ready to run left. Or, I mean, this direction, so to Scoob's left, but Nas to the right. He's just ready to run. You see him, like, moving his foot, getting ready to go, and as soon as he sees Nas go, he's just going full speed to cut him off.
Nasir Kaur can't get it to.
And he's just high enough to the left where it's like if Nas does take a crossover step to go over here, he's going to be going so far east and west that it's easy to run with him.
Nasir Kaur
Damn.
can't get it to go.
This is a crazy game.
Uncle Skoob working from the left wing. Left to right, getting downhill. Lay me. Go ahead and lay me, Uncle Skoob.
I'm telling y'all, Scoob, man, he embodied the full speed left, full speed right mentality. This game is so crazy. Watch this. Again, how do you cross people? We always say it, right? Full speed left, like just run to a spot as quick as you can in one dribble. Now Nas has to cut you off, change direction. Now, how quickly can I get to the rim? Damn, hold on. How many dribbles was this? Count the dribbles. 1, 2, 3 dribbles. Crazy.
Go ahead and lay me, Uncle Skoob.
And I know it's only two. It's only two.
Would Nas benefit from a hang dribble? It's another thing to add. Yeah, another thing to add. Why force him right instead of left? Because you have to force him some direction. And Nas wants to end up getting back to his left because that's where he does all of his bump fades. He likes driving, I think, to the left as well. So he can like spin back to the right. I think left is where he prefers to be.
more space.
So if you at least make him waste 1 dribble or 2 dribbles going right before he gets back to the left, now he's got less options. And yeah, pretty sure.
And I thought he would. That's going to be the key for him.
What a matchup we have. Uncle Skoob.
Full speed left. I'm telling you, man. Scoob just, I don't know. Yeah, maybe he bought my ebook or something, but yeah, full speed left here. Like, not even doing moves. He's just going. And now because Nas is playing full speed, now when you stop, they go flying.
Uncle Skoob came in locked in. We got a game, Chad. Talk to us. Uncle Skoob versus Nas.
Yeah, you could see he tried to do it again. Nas just guessed right. That's where in and out would have been good for Scoob. But again, he's made the right read pretty much every time. Oh, it just hit off his shoe, actually.
Just a great job by crowding his space there by Nasir.
When you send him right, he has the easiest shot with his easiest hand, which he does best. But Scoob is sending, you have to send him some direction. But if you send him right, now you just have to close in on that shot. You just have to close the gap as quick as possible.
Didn't leave him any room to make that crossover.
At least you know what he's going to do going that way, right?
They're pushing the ref out the way.
Nasir Core, three-pointer is up. Back iron.
Everyone in the space the last couple months that they've been calling the arm tap, they've been very clever with how they have their hand in the cookie jar and they release it on the shot.
Nas, three-pointer is up. Nothing. Nah.
Yeah, damn.
Defense on Scoob. Scoob gets past him down.
Yeah, he's just moving so quick, man. But he's just so decisive, right? Again, like once he crossed him and got him off his line, it's just a foot race. Full speed, turn on the jets.
Gets past him downhill. Layup is good.
So they have to add something to their game because they know each other's game so well. Skoob has gone, oh my gosh, pull back,
Oh, it was so loud in there. This, again, everything's just full speed left, full speed right for Scoob. And right here, he does it on the catch. Full speed right. As Nas is trying to play catch up, turns on the brakes. Again, gets the closeout. Scoob probably could have been a little bit more efficient with his footwork there, but I mean, obviously, great move. Still got plenty of space to get off a great shot. Gets the and one. Damn.
Skoob has gone, oh my gosh, pull back, guys.
This man is unconscious right now, Chad. Wow, what are we seeing right now? Biggest game of the day. Pay-per-view is Judgment Day. Uncle Skoob came to play. Uncle Skoob taking the time. Left hand, and it's good.
This was the moment when I knew something special was happening. Again, full speed right. Like Nas is playing every move, every little hesitation Scoob is doing. He's biting because he's just playing so fast. And then Scoob does a step through with a left-handed floater. Who else is doing that in this? But what is that?
Uncle Skoob taking the time, left hand, and it's good. The gym is losing their mind right now. Uncle Skoob with an 11-2 ball game right now. He got a lead.
This is the recipe that we said. He needs to get off to a hot start.
Uncle Skoob driving with the left hand, gets to two, shoots the jumper.
Damn.
Driving.
If he could be on balance, Nas is doing a great job of like being very physical with his hips and like pushing Scoob. Probably a foul, but Scoob could have pivoted. This is one thing, and I've spoken to him about this. His gift and his curse is how weird he gets off of these one-legged fadeaways and how goofy like he can be turned and still get his shoulders square to the basket. But I also think where his curse is like when you are finally stopped and you have no more dribbles, being low, being on balance, and being able to like just bump into someone and create like balance, create space for just like a normal fadeaway jumper. Like we see NBA put Shea, we see Shea do this all the time, would really help him out in those situations. Yes, it's super physical. Yes, it could have been called a foul, but
And a lot of physicality. But it hasn't bothered him so far.
Yo, I teamed up with Draft.
Nas be hopping too much on defense instead of sliding his feet. I mean, when someone's playing that fast, though, there's nothing like that's just what happens. What Scoob did against Nas, like that will work against other players too.
This is the first half. The game started 2 minutes ago, mid-range.
11-2. No fouls. I don't know. You're looking at me like I'm supposed to say something, but I'm in shock.
This guy be talking, man.
As am I. This is one for the history books. Right now, Uncle Scoob is showing off his full bag. It's on display right now. You see Nas early in this game, he got to the right-hand lay. It was easy. But then after that, a lot of Uncle Scoob.
A lot of Scoob.
Wow, Uncle Scoob.
He's done a great job at creating separate. So he's had a couple full-speed drives, and then he's had a couple full-speed drives where he snatched it back really quick. Here's a good example here, and he's reacting quickly to that separation. Nas is not going to give you a lot of space.
Scoob is doing a great job stopping on a dime, being deceptive with his move.
Like you're acting like Nas can do something here. Like Scoob, he's driven full speed left a couple times, so Nas goes to cut him off. And that's why his crossover works, because he's been playing so fast. And Scoob is just like picking the right moments to like stop and go. He's just in rhythm right now. There's just not much Nas can do.
Left-hand touch is impeccable. I'm telling y'all, this is Judgment Day presented by Ballers Life and Off the Dribble. We have two of the top dogs in the space right now going 1v1.
That's why I was telling you, I don't like to go faster going left. Left, you know, he had to pump fake you twice going left. You got to keep that in mind. So rely, if you know he's going to pump fake, he's not finishing over the top of you going left. No way. Stay down and stay contacted. Once you get him to go down, you can give him a shot.
Damn, I didn't get to hear any of this when I was commentating. It's always interesting listening to Nitty.
You're up 9, but like that lead can disappear against Nas. So it's like 0-0. Do that same thing again. Try to take your little wins where you can. Honestly, it's a race to halftime.
Don't wear that shirt to no more pay-per-views. I got you on top. I got you. But at the same time, I just be doing whatever I want, okay?
Right now for Scoob. You want to be going into that second half with a little bit of a cushion.
All right, let's get to it. Nas.
That's Nas's move right here. Jab right.
Nas.
We saw that first possession though last time.
Just taking what he wants right now. Nas again, getting downhill, takes the bump, can't finish.
Good foul. Good foul. Yeah, you gotta make these every bucket hell for Nas right now.
Nas at the line. Gets it to go.
That was the first foul of the game.
Nas with a 3. Nothing.
You know, oddly enough, I don't know if Nas needs the jab 3 this game. I really like when he's gotten downhill.
And I think that's what I was noticing is like this was going to be whoever imposed their offensive game more so than defense. And I think Nas should have just stuck with it, like going downhill. Obviously, second half he changes things up, but early on felt very like he was trying to feel himself into the game.
Uncle Scoob starting from deep right now. Near the volleyball line.
Damn.
Wow.
I think that was pretty clean, but because Scoob is driving so hard to the basket, any sideways contact is going to look worse. He's got to keep doing that. Keep being aggressive, be decisive. I like what I'm seeing from Scoob.
Damn. Was that Nas grabbing his shirt? Oh, that was Scoob grabbing Nas's jersey. I thought that was Nas that had him. Damn.
I mean, where do you want to force him from the top of the key? You want to force him to the corner, shoot a fadeaway too.
But that's the thing.
Scoob is just different, man.
We know with Uncle Scoob, them corners, he does really well from there.
Shout out Just Different Hoops.
He He does really well from there. He's almost automatic. If you're looking at the left or the right corner, Uncle Scoob is going to let it fly. Foul on the play. 13-5 ball game. Uncle Scoob with a lead.
Brett, I like the decision. I like the because if you go into halftime 16-5, you're feeling pretty good. But now I got some work to do. Both of them.
Got to get a stop here. Nas with the one-on-one on the back of his jersey. Let's see what he does here.
Yeah.
Foul on the play.
Damn. When he was getting downhill, man, it was tough for Scoob because even though Scoob grabbed it, like he grabbed his jersey, he fouled him here. He reaches over the top and like hacks him, and then Nas still ends up with this shot. This is one of those like, I can handle the physicality. Whereas when Nas decided to foul Scoob, Scoob couldn't get that same shot off.
Just straight downhill. Scoob straight to his corner on this free throw. Most players haven't been doing that. So Scoob is now favored 57% over Nas. Huh. How quickly things change, huh?
Wow.
Great contest.
How quickly things change, huh?
Wow.
Great job by Nas, but look at that contest by Scoob. He might have got a piece of that.
With a great contest up top. Good defense.
And some of that too is like Nas knows every layup counts now. Every layup has a little bit more pressure. I'm not saying that's why he missed, but sometimes it's just enough. Every layup has a little bit more pressure. I'm not.
Damn, like again, he's doing this little escape dribble to just get a little space, but Nas is keeping two hands on him. And then as Scoob starts to drive, that little tiny split second, again, I call it 0.5 seconds of freedom. This is how you deal with physicality. You guys ask me all the time. Just watch how Scoob played this whole game, man. Like Nas is guarding him. He gets a split second of having hands off. And now this is why your footwork matters. This is why efficiency matters. This is why playing full speed matters. You just got a split second now that you have some freedom to do something. He just goes just a crossover into a pickup, got fouled, and he ended up in his landing space and still hits it. What the hell? Yeah, Scoob shooting 70%. So again, I want to remind you guys, everyone's like, oh, it's the free throws. That's why Nas, and it's like, no, like this was just a good, it's okay for it to have just been a really good game. For both players, this happened to just be a great game. Scoob 7 for 10 is crazy, but getting pretty high percentage looks other than, I'd say that one was his toughest shot, but everything else has been very efficient for the most part. Shooting, and you're not expected to ever shoot 7 for 10 against Nas, but he's been working his ass off to get efficient looks, and I think Nas has not been working to get the same quality of look. He's settled quite a bit.
Talk to us. We're in halftime right now. What we're seeing right now from Uncle Scoob, this man is on another planet. What just happened?
This not even close to the best 1v1. They just hacked each other back and forth. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Thank you for informing me of that. I didn't know that, but now that you've told me, yeah, that makes sense. This game sucked. You're right. It was actually pretty trash.
What just happened? That was an and one possibly too.
I need a replay on that.
I gotta see that.
I go to the monitor.
Man, he's just been so crafty with every type of bucket. He's been getting it every different way.
He's getting whatever he likes right now. Just being deceptive with his ball fakes, like we talked about in the first half. His touch around the rim. But Nas is not going to go down easy. Although Uncle Scoob does have a 10-point lead.
Only other person that could do this by halftime to Nas is Pat.
Nasir Core is in this 1v1 space.
Hacked each other, 2 fouls each.
He does not have the top spot for no reason.
Don't keep pressing him. He's grabbing the ball and he's just taking off.
Damn, Nitty pissed. Damn.
Like he's going in every different way. And we knew he was going to have to do this. I'm really impressed. Now, you know, I think Nas has to be the opposite. He just got super simplified. Just get straight to that bucket.
Yeah, when I'm looking at this right now, we got this.
I didn't say it sucked. I just don't think it's the best. Well, you said it's not even close to the best. Not that you didn't think it was the best. Because if you don't think it's the best, that's an opinion. That's fine. But to say this is not even close to the best. All right, well, that's got some connotation to it, right?
Second half is going to be very competitive, but Uncle Scoob is in full control right now. Let's get to it. Uncle Scoob left to right.
God, hold on. But again, I think if you look at it, if you want to look at this and try to dig really tough for travels, carries, fouls, I mean, you can really you can spiral yourself into a deep depression by doing that. Or you can watch this game and just be like, hey, this is actually a pretty good game. This move is crazy.
Full control right now.
Again, full speed left. Yeah, the little chicken wing.
Let's get to it.
And he's sliding across the floor, but you got your 0.5 seconds of freedom again. Onside step to the right. I'm going to use this game film from now on as the identity of the channel. Full speed left, full speed right. Scoob is the prototype that we're gonna show you guys, but then also Nas is the other one of getting straight downhill, which we'll see here in a little bit.
Just left it short.
He's just moving so fast. What move was that? Have you ever seen that? What is that?
He's just so deceptive. He's like a magician with the rock right now. Nas, there we go. Attacking hard right.
Right here. Now, if you've got the size advantage and you can just get your hips and shoulder past them, straight downhill, straight angles, highest percentage shot in basketball, play through the contact, like, damn.
That's what we're going to have to see from Nas. But
I didn't get to see Rob versus Zay in person. Okay, so I'm definitely going to be biased because I was here in person. This is my favorite game I've ever watched. But the two best games to me is Rob versus Zay and this one. So those are my two favorite games.
If you give that ball back to Scoob, I mean, it's going to get dangerous. He's just on one today.
Nas, way to stop the bleeding. Three-point shot is up, and it's good.
Finally gets him one.
Are we watching primetime elite basketball? Two pros going at this is great. This is crazy.
This is why we love the game. This is why we love the sport. This is why we love the culture.
Man, I'm telling you, this game is now that I have this game and this video, I can always go back and show people, what do you mean, coach, when you say this? What do you mean when you say this? Go watch this game. This is what I'm talking about. Just straight downhill for Nas. Look, jab step to get him off his line. Straight downhill. And because the last time Nas got around him into the basket, Scoob he's got to brace himself to meet the contact, right? He's got to brace himself so he doesn't get bumped out of the way. So he does that. Nas anticipates that. And instead of trying to go through Scoob, he this time counters off of that and he spins off of it and gets to the basket. He just overspins and shows the ball. But otherwise, what a great move. And they called it. Probably shouldn't have called that, but because that was Nas's fault. He overspun and actually exposed the ball.
Foul on the play. Nas to the line.
The trash talk is
What do
so
you
great.
mean? What do you mean, coach? What do you mean?
Nas brings it within 4 points right now. Again, if y'all just tapping in, target score is 30.
Damn. Oh, he had him. He did the T. Osley. Jab crossover, jab throwdown. Back, same thing though, right? Downhill. So he's just doing whatever move you want to do. I always say that this in the NBA, all these crossovers and whatever you're doing doesn't matter. Same thing. All this triple threat stuff doesn't matter, but you're really just trying to either open up your shot pocket or you're just trying to get them off their line. He's doing all these jabs. Finally, it throws out a move to just see if it'll work. Throws out this jab throwdown, slightly gets Scoob off his line, but not fully. But again, you got to go at some point. So he just goes full speed left, does get kind of an angle, but then as Scoob goes to cut that off, he goes straight back to what worked the time before, straight back into his spin. He had the shot here. I don't know why he second guessed himself. I think he still scored. No, he doesn't. Yeah, I don't know why he second guessed himself there.
Finish the spin. Nas's advantage is his size and strength. So when you bump someone, they're gonna move. He acted like Skoob wasn't gonna feel that bump. So I think Nas just got to trust it.
Uncle Skoob, trade ball.
That's good.
Right away.
That bump.
Blast
so I
me.
think Nas just got to trust it.
Uncle Skoob, trade ball.
That's good.
Right away. It's good.
I mean, it was straight from here.
19-12 ball game right now. Uncle Skoob, aka the Black Ghost.
Again, I think basketball's not perfect, so I'm not saying Scoob messed up here, but I'm saying an option he had. Again, full speed left. And the read I always try to make, if my arm, we saw this with the Malik game just now, if my arm is behind this player, this defender, and his arm is in front of me, I'm going to use my arm to push off. But you can do it like in a running motion, but I'm going to use my arm to push off, and I'm going to stop and shoot it, or I'm going to go back or create that space. If I can get my arm in front, I'm going to push them backwards while I'm trying to get to the basket. I think Scoob just didn't make a decision here. His arm stayed behind, so he couldn't get around Nas. That's where the push-off should have happened. Instead, he stayed attached and picked up the ball and didn't really have anything. Still hits it.
Stopping the dime. Got that jumper to blow. Uncle Skoob, he's in prime time. Pump fakes. Desmond, talk to me nice. He's in prime time.
Damn. Imagine.
Pump fakes. Desmond, talk to me nice.
The craziest thing is, the two shots that I'm surprised that Skoob missed were the step-throughs. Those are the ones that he usually makes just out of nowhere. Great wall up. Hey.
Yeah, what do you do? This is great defense, great offense. Again, you're just trying to get him off your line, gets him off his line. Now it's inside the elbow, inside the block, right? But jumps, great wall up by Skoob. Nas uses the ball to create a little bit of space here, and then pulls it back and finishes outside of his body. What we were saying, like taller players typically have a problem doing. That's crazy.
That's good basketball. That's good basketball.
That's a strong move by Nasir Kaur. Go through the contact, double pump for the finish.
That's great basketball there. And this is where it's going to be won or lost for Nas.
Jumper is up and it's good.
Damn.
Jumper is up and it's good. 4-point ball game. We got a game, chat.
I haven't gone back. So I watched this on the live stream like the day after. I haven't seen this since then.
This is a classic.
And it's just as good.
It's prime time, main event. Uncle Skoob, Nasir Kaur.
Man, I like it though. And good read here by Scoob, but this is just downhill Nas. This is just 50-50s. This is just full of 50-50s. They just have to guess what each other is going to do. Good job by Scoob just making a play here and getting a hand on the ball. That's crazy.
Man, Skoob is fighting. He's just fighting. Good timeout. I don't mind it.
Timeout on the floor.
And I believe that's his first.
For the second half, yes, sir.
So I don't mind it.
Wow. This is exactly what we came to see.
Oh, I knew Mike James was over there, but I didn't know Mike James was giving it. But yeah, that's okay. That makes sense. That makes total sense now. We get it. He's talking about that spin. He was like, just go into it. Let's see what he said at the first, actually.
What we came to see.
Yeah, so it's basically what I was saying on the commentary of just like Nas is bigger. So every time he drives and feels contact, if you spin off or if you just push him off, you should always be able to create space. So just like you go into your shot after that. Don't second guess it.
He's selling out one way because you're so heavy.
This is what Nitty's saying now too. Like you're going downhill. Like Scoob has to fully commit. So you've got to just counter.
So once you drive, he's giving it his all. If you make any other move, you're kind of dead. You ain't had that. I don't listen. Offensively, bro, it ain't a nigga. Even me, Mike. That's you. Defensively, I like what you're doing. Defensively, I like it. You see the difference now with the cushion? He made a backboard top of the key three. I've never seen that. Never seen that. So keep in mind, bro, you're playing great defense. He's making unbelievable shots. He's a hell of a player, but don't even worry about it. I want you to keep your same distance. Right now, you're standing in front of him. That's the hardest part. He's fast. So you stand in front of him, you give yourself a chance. Now it's pump fake, fade away. Okay, we like that. That's a bad shot. We'll take that.
Golly. Real quick, can we give Frank Nitti coach of the year? Holy shit. That was crazy.
They're so efficient. Every other game we've seen today, there's been like a lull of like no scoring, no defense, like a couple turnovers in a row. Nothing yet. This game is just like moving.
This is the top of the food chain, and this is exactly what you're going to get. You're going to get the shot-making ability, the efficiency, and that's why these guys are at the top of the space. Although they're both playing phenomenal defense, their offense is better than good defense.
Scoreboard just keeps ticking over.
Two real bucket getters going at it. Here we go, chat. Uncle Scoob, right to left. Give me that step back. No good.
So, again, damn, Scoob had him, I think. This is where I do think fatigue, someone else said it in the chat, and I think we agree, but for different reasons. Fatigue definitely started to set in here. And this is where the corners, this is where Nitti helps Nas. Nitti just told Nas what to do. Just keep doing this. Don't think. Just do this. So Nas is getting tired, but okay, their fatigue, when you see guys like this that are really in shape, it's not going to show with their bodies as much as it will here. You just let certain things slip. Now, if Scoob would have been getting the same stuff, we didn't hear Scoob's huddle, but keep going full speed and trust it. Like Scoob had him. He had him, and it's like he almost second-guessed himself, right? He second-guessed himself and was like, wait, he might catch up, so I got to do something else. Still ended up with an okay shot, got fouled, didn't call it. That's fine, whatever. But if someone would have told him, dude, just keep going full speed, can't catch up to you, then like Scoob can like, he knows, like, hey, just keep going with what was working.
Did the step back, Nas read it, but he stayed down because he was scared that Scoob was going to step through again. So it's like a chess match when you're guarding that step back with Scoob.
Wow. Great defense by Scoob. Nas can't corral the dribble, turns it over. Uncle Scoob, a little bit of a rocker, right to left, get downhill, left hook.
Like even that.
Scoob, a little bit of a rocker, right to
like this was, I think he had one of these to like win the game too. It's not a bad look.
Downhill, left hook.
Not a bad look.
Left-handed hook shot.
Was almost there.
Yeah, Scoob he looks like he's moving way quicker than I'm used to seeing him play. He's usually more methodical and like a lot more hang dribbles. He definitely went in with a solid game plan in this game. Like Nas is gonna have to catch up to him.
Nas's ability to make these and 1 threes right now to get right back into this ball game, a 1-point ball game just like that.
Damn.
So, remember when I said like this is what we thought would happen? Well, here we are, a 1-point game. Even with that strong start that Scoob had.
Nas, get downhill.
And this, again, this is Nas's move. He's getting to his move now, but it's not like, oh, don't let Nas go left. He always wants to get back to his left, but it's just Nas has hit a three, so you have to honor the three. He's gone full speed right, so you have to honor that. Now he can fake right. He can fake the shot. So it's a shot fake, jab step, rock crossover step or rocker step, whatever you want to call it, full speed left. Like this is just triple threat. It's just triple threat into a full speed drive. These guys were playing such simple basketball and it looks so damn good.
Strong start that Scoob had.
Nas, get downhill.
Do I think Scoob needs to simplify his gameplay more? Needs to? No. But he could. He could. It just depends on which direction he wants to go. Sometimes that volatility is what makes him who he is. But he could simplify it. But again, you're playing against Nas, and he's got the physical advantages. You probably do have to hit some crazy tough shots, you know?
When Scoob was going off, everyone's jumping exciting. There's a lot of people that are like really nervous right now that Nas has made this comeback.
Nas step back tray.
This is a great look. This is a really good look.
Here we go, Uncle Scoob working from the left slot, gets the foul. Going to the line.
Yeah, I like that they didn't say on the ground. Again, if you can turn it into a normal shot, it shouldn't be a rip through.
It's hard to call the sweep through on Nas and Skoob because they actually shoot those. There's a lot of people that go for that sweep through and they're not trying to shoot it. They're actually shooting it.
Nas made way more right hand lays than left hand lays. Yeah, but I mean that's where Scoob was playing him to. He's gonna make shots. Like you just got to play him to his weaker side.
I like it.
Scoob converts from the line, knocks the ball game up at 22.
Could be
Fouled
another
it.
one.
It's the same call.
At 22.
Yeah, same thing.
Could be another one. Now this is where Nas needs to keep the momentum in his favor and just another downhill bucket. For Skoob, you do anything but give up a layup. Obviously be there on the catch for the three, but no easy layups. Yeah,
Nice.
job. And he lives.
Great defense.
Great possession.
Looked like he caught an elbow to the chops there. Talking to the referee about that. It's a basketball play.
Did they have any reviews? So review, you can only review after 25. So at 25 points, last 5 points they can review, and only if both referees agree to review. But you can only review 5 dribbles, out of bounds, or back courts or something like that. You can't review fouls.
Like to see Skoob go east and west and make him catch up to him again, and then make a play downhill.
Uncle
Damn.
Scoob gets to the
Another
right
good
hand,
look.
but throws it long.
You know, you look at those couple shots that Scoob's missed too. It's been layups. It's been great contests by Nas, so it's not like he's missing easy shots, but
A little bit of a rush by Nas. He wanted to draw a foul there.
Feel that's kind of bogus. What's bogus? How can you not review fouls? Because there's 2 referees, and they can, because you could call a foul every play. That's the problem with one-on-one. Did you guys watch the TNC that was in December? Every single time a player called for a review, it always ended up overturned, right? Because you can call a carry, a travel, and a foul probably every play. So, but again, that's not what changed. None of that stuff came into play in this game. So we're outthinking ourselves right now. We're outthinking ourselves.
Uncle Scoob with the possession, working from the top of the key.
what I don't want to see is them turn into this, try to bait the foul.
You should state what you're reviewing for. The players can't review. Only the refs call reviews.
It's easier for me to try
because there's a lot of betting going on as well. Davo doesn't want to be involved in reviews. Like, you shouldn't have the platform owners involved because it can be seen as bias. So this way, at least there's no bias. At least the referees are the final decision.
get a free throw here, then have to battle my way to the bucket.
Like, look at the Nesco Ty Lawson game. The Nesco Ty Lawson game didn't end because there was a review and the players didn't agree on it. So we'd rather just not have a review and you just go with what the referees say to keep the game moving.
Because they are trying to get layups too. But it's like that defenders, it's making it so difficult.
Uncle Scoob behind the back, left him on the ground.
Damn. The Nas or the LP and Joseph Lewis game as well didn't end because we did a review. So these rules are put in place because of reviews messing things up. It's not put in place to, like, we don't want more stoppages, more reviews, more opportunities for games to be in question or whatever, I'd rather the referees miss a call than everybody not being able to agree or disagree or whatever.
Nas, it's a two.
Right there. See, this is the difference we talked about, right? So when you're a bigger player, and honestly, this works for most players, but when you feel the bump, go into your shot. Boom, into a shot, because that's what created the space.
That bump jumper. Good. Yeah, that's just tough to guard when you wall up and then they get that shoulder to the chest. That's tough. It's kind of a chess match. You just got to guess. Is he going to bump into me or is he going up with a shot? And Scoob's been guessing right most of the time.
Got to take a play out of Bruce's book. Take a charge.
Take a charge. Hey.
No, I actually wouldn't want to see that.
Not in this one. Not in this one. Make game point, free throw, to offensive foul.
Facts. Here we go.
He did this exact same thing. He just overspun a couple times. Like that spin, you still got to keep, you almost got to keep the ball like this and your elbows should clear out space. Nas keeps bringing his elbows in when he does that spin and he's overspinning back into Skoob.
Uncle Scoob ruled the foul.
Yeah, I agree, Baby Durant.
All right, could have called that one. Yeah. He got to the line. I'm pretty sure he got him. Again, can't review it until the last 5 points, and it's not a player review. Only the referees can decide to review, and you can't review a foul call. You can only review out of bounds, or if it was a 3 or a 2, or 5 dribbles.
Here we go, Scoob, hard right drive. Run away.
Good hands. So what could Scoob have done here? Right when he felt this, he could have anticipated the contact better. But again, this is when you get tired, your brain is just not as sharp. So right when he felt this contact, should have been a spin, a fadeaway, something. I know Nas grabbed him at the same time the bump happened, but yeah, Nas just won that interaction.
Great defense.
Scoob knows it.
If Scoob wouldn't have lost it on that last dribble, he was going to end up with a pretty decent shot.
Damn.
Good defense by
He just guessed right. He just guessed right here. This is great.
Good defense by Uncle Scoob, causing a change of possession.
His last 6 points.
Yo, what up, Toby? That's awesome to hear. Australia, mate. That's awesome to hear. I'm glad to hear that.
Great look.
No good.
He's mad he missed that one because that was one of the cleanest looks he's had all day.
All night, yes.
Just that little step back off the catch. Clean look for Scoob. Again.
Matchup for the ages. This is an instant classic, game of the year. Nas at the line.
First miss. So I was going to say he's been really efficient from the foul line. I'm glad I didn't say it. Can't blame me. No commentator curse. I waited.
Uncle Scoob getting downhill. Can't get the left hand first. I waited. Uncle Scoob.
Again, these are ones Nas was making, right? And he does get bumped, but still, highest percentage shot in basketball, right? Damn.
Getting downhill. Can't get the left hand finish to go.
Reminds you of J.R. Smith, not Henny J.R.
Reason I don't like trying to play for that contact there. That baseline referee, he can't see that because the player is behind. So if there is going to be a call, it's going to be this ref up top, and it's so far away. He's not, they don't want to make that call so far away. Oh.
This one, like, again, Scoob was playing the spin on this one. So brace for contact, play the spin because Nas has spun twice, but this time Nas just commits to his drive. And so he kind of gets past him. Same thing, just ends up missing.
Oh.
If you're not giving that call to Uncle Scoob, you can't call that one. Nah, you got to be consistent. Right?
The refs were fairly consistent, but the couple that they did miss, I do feel favored Nas, and we'll see him here in a bit.
And it's not hacking. It's not hacking. It's not tripping. It's no blatant. It's chest and hips fouls. which again, that's very FIBA style of basketball.
The same critique you had of Mike Bruce of pump faking and not going, Nas just did. Yeah, but now like Nas and Scoob are exhausted. That's what I was saying, right? They're exhausted. And so sometimes you're just trying to get your breath. But their whole game has been efficient and purpose and going. Mike Bruce started off like, see what you're going to do. See what you're going to do, right? That's the difference.
24-24 ball game right now. Anybody's game. Uncle Scoob, Nasir Kaur.
Oh, yeah. Stuff like that. No, they said I could say it for you. Oh my gosh, that might be offensive. Yeah.
Offensive foul called there.
Scoob played so well, man. I mean, both of them did, obviously. I just mean, like, again, all that physicality. He's met him with the bump like 4 or 5 times in a row. And then so he just decided to throw this out there one time. Like, one time I'm going to sell it. Damn, good sell.
That might be offensive, yeah.
Offensive foul called there.
And
should have flopped more. And then he does it.
And I think Scoob sold it. So I don't think that's the most contact Scoob's ever felt in his life, but we've seen that call made 3 times today. Great angle. Man. Great.
He had him. And then again, Nas just won these little extra bumps right here at the end, which makes this shot so much tougher. Nas didn't create, or Scoob didn't create any separation on that jump. Usually, I always try to, when I do this jump stop, I always try to eat up space towards the defender. So I don't do my jump stop going the same direction. I try to do my jump stop going towards the middle, right? And I think he tried, but Nas, look how solid he is. And he took that bump and absorbed it. So now Scoob's off balance. And then Nas eats up the space and makes that tough.
Man, I like the no call on that too. Because again, Nas isn't like, he's not hacking down. He's keeping his arm still. Just been a stalemate at 24 for a while.
Downhill.
Ooh, that bad jumper from Nas.
I didn't like this one. I didn't like this one at all, because he does. He touched his elbow.
That bad jumper from Nas.
So,
but that very last play, Nas just hit Scoob's elbow, which I thought was a good no call.
I think there's a difference when you create space and then you get contact.
But I'm explaining it here why I think they called it, but I just didn't like that call.
Whenever he got stopped down low, Nas was already like contacted to him.
Nas at the line. Makes it count.
And also, next foul will be bonus for Scoob. Really, I'm surprised he shot that. And again, I don't know what the conditioning is like at this level, because these guys are as conditioned as you can possibly get. I wonder if it does creep in on these last couple, and you want to get an easy one just to conserve that energy for the last couple points.
Yeah, they're fighting, man. Right now, that fatigue is setting in. They're just fighting.
Base between him and Nas, having a tough time getting the ball to go through.
I think Nas goes back to his jab right, downhill to the left. That's one of his signatures. He does the opposite. Jab left, right.
Landed on the ball. Are NBA players that much bigger than players Nas's height? No, not like same height, but usually they're quicker and more athletic. If they're Nas's size, they're usually quicker and more athletic.
Does the opposite. Jab left, went right.
Yeah, he's hurting. He landed right on that basketball.
I like that.
I enjoy it as well. I think you got to create that space and that separation. You can't just try to bulldoze.
Because there's going to be contact when you drive like that, and what the Scoob's supposed to move out of the way, or And again, neither one of these players they're not hitting arms. It's all contact with the chest and with the hips, and that's what you're taught as a defender. It's a great job closing the gap by Nas.
My camera just overheated. Let me turn it off real quick, but we'll keep this going.
One thing both of them do too, when they go call the timeout, they actually ask their corner, should I call it now? I don't know if you saw Nas just do it too. And they're like, no, I thought he was just wipe your hands.
I'm still here. I'm still here.
Just wipe your hands and take a second. Oh my gosh. That's scary because I've been the last couple.
The real black ghost. Y'all some haters, okay? Relax. Yeah, Nas was trying to get this over with. My camera need ibuprofen. It's rolling one up right now.
Over in the team settings too, like he's been knocking those down pretty efficiently.
Uncle Scoob starting a little deeper here.
Oh.
Left to right, right to left. Nas with the poke away.
One too many. And again, this is what fatigue, Nas said it in the face-off. It's not that the body is tired, the legs are tired. It's just you start making a slightly less efficient decisions. And right there, I think Scoob had him. I think he had a pull-up, and I think he had a full speed right, but he crossed back one more time.
Mid-range ghost. Yeah, the fatigue got to my camera is what happened.
Nas starting tighter to the three-point line here, trying to get a efficient stop, jab, step, go.
Damn. Did they call foul? Hell of it. Again, this is Nas's move, right? Jab right, rocker step left, got him off his line. And again, notice, so again, think of that C4 game we just watched and I was talking about like efficiency and like your driving angles. Look how tight of an angle Nas drives. C4 was driving and he was doing these like looping to where the contact would happen here. And he was having to make these tough layups with the contact, outside the basket. But Nas gets him off his line, and then he like tries to drive straight to the bucket to where he can finish left or right. And those are the little things I notice with like how efficient Nas plays. Like look how he tries to go straight to the basket now. And he goes up on the left side and gets all the way back to the right side.
Jab, step, goes reverse, draws a foul.
I think that one looked worse than what it was.
That's what I just said on commentary. It looked worse than what it was. I think he tried to grab him.
Jab, step, goes reverse, draws a foul.
But there's been like, I like that. I guess I like the call because he grabbed him from behind. But there's been way more contact than that. But I don't mind that call. I don't mind that one as much as some of the other. There's a couple other calls I didn't like.
It's crazy watching two like walk down kings. But Scoob, how long has Scoob been stuck at 24?
Last 8 possession, it feels like.
And he's had like a couple. I think when he didn't see those decent looks go down, those couple layups, now he's like starting to press a little bit. But really, like the whole complexion of this game could change just by Scoob getting one bucket.
And can't convert.
But he keeps the ball.
So here we go. This is the second time of this day that we saw this foul rule come into play. So missing the free throw because he's in the bonus, getting the ball back. And now a lot of people don't like it. But again, you have to remember, I do understand it feels bad, but you also got to remember at the end of the day, Nas beat Scoob to the basket. Scoob grabbed Nas from behind to keep him from getting a layup. You know what I mean? Like, so he gets a free throw, gets the ball back, but it's not like Scoob got cheated out of that play because otherwise he would have just gave up a layup anyways, right? 2 points, and then the ball back.
But he keeps the ball. People are going to hate this rule now because Nas is the first one to benefit from it. Oh, you can hear the crowd. Listen to the crowd.
Camera's back to life.
That's in the rule book. You know, it's not like we just sprung this today.
Step back jumper from Nas, no good.
Nas was against the rule himself. He was. The lighting of this stadium made it look so much more ominous. Yeah, so I was there in person, and at first I was like, I don't know how I'm going to like this. And then I was like, you know what? For camera, this is going to look perfect.
Uncle Scoob with the possession. Let's see what he does here. It's been a while since he's seen one go through.
Stay down. And Nitty, this is what Nitty said earlier. Stay down. Stay down. So Nas didn't need to go for that. But again, that's fatigue. Great job by Scoob.
Uncle Scoob got Nas off his feet. Converts it for the first time in a while. Big bucket.
2 buckets for either one. Oh, he's feeling great.
Look what Scoob got to, like full speed left, full speed right. Now he's like got a little energy again. He gets back to it.
Oh, he's feeling great.
Damn.
The place is about to erupt. Nas versus Scoob.
Do I think the bonus should still be 5 or stay with 7? I think 5 for regular events, so the game gets like this. The pace goes for the normal game. I think for pay-per-views, 7 or 8 is good. 7 or 8. So we tried 7 in this event. I think maybe add 1 more and just see how that goes. And maybe 8 is the sweet spot.
Is this how you wanted the game to go? Down to the last couple possessions?
100%. It wouldn't be right if they weren't going down to the wire. These are the 2 of the best players in the space right now. I don't think either one of these guys were here or put here to get blown out.
You thought it was over after this bucket? I kind of did too. I thought Nas had figured something, or Scoob had figured something out again, and then getting the timeout and getting a breather.
You might get on the first shot.
Same principle. Every time he jabbed you back up, close the gap.
It's money time. Talk to me, chat. We all got make our prediction right now. Uncle Scoob in possession, working top of the key.
That was the one.
To that pull up, left it long.
So when you're playing games like this where people are very physical, very handsy, getting a shot to where you get your hands free, I always call it, as a scorer, if you can just get your hands free, that's a good shot. So I'm not saying you should chase those types of shots. You should try to get the most efficient shot, the highest percentage shots in basketball. Worst case scenario, if you can get your hands free, good job. It's like a receiver. The rule in football, like if the ball hits your hands, you should catch it. You know, it's like, yeah, technically there's some catches that are pretty tough to do. But the rule is if it hits your hands, you should catch it. Same thing as a scorer, as an elite scorer. If you can create a situation where your hands are free, that's a really good look. So for a game winner, this is a great look for Scoob.
Gets to that pull up, left it long.
That's as good as a look as you want if you're Scoob. I think he thought Nas was going to foul him.
Back to his go-to.
Perfectly timed bump by Uncle Scoob. Throws nice.
But see what I mean? Like they let that one go. And this was a good move by Nas. Again, his angle is to the basket. You can see where his foot is pointing, like his toe is pointing. Like he's going to the basket. He's trying to get inside the block. Scoob did that bump from behind him and to the side. So Nas had that advantage there. And for the ref not to call it, it's like, okay, that could have been called too. So there was 1 or 2 that, you know, those types of calls I wasn't worried about. But then there's a couple blatant ones that were those shooting Scoob on some of those threes that were terrible.
Their core off balance. 1 bucket right here.
And that's exactly what we were seeing last game with LP and Zay.
Uncle Scoob, top of the key. A bucket here can win it. Spin. Uncle Scoob, top of the key.
Lost the ball. This would have been a good. Scoob likes to. He's got his shirt here, but Scoob likes to shoot these little one-legged fadeaways. Would have been perfect, but he lost the ball. Probably because he was getting grabbed and then tackled.
Again, he definitely got his arm, but it's tough just because like it's a fadeaway hook shot, and you know in high school ball, whatever you say, don't bail him out, but you want to see those called.
Nas looking to get active.
Same move again.
Defense. Hey.
Exact same play again. Exact same move.
Looking to get active. A little bit of a rocker.
Defense. Hey. That's just good. Again, good basketball from both.
What a finish.
He took the bump this time, converted it.
Exact same thing we just saw.
One possession game either way. It's coming down to the wire. Chad, talk to me.
You are right. This is the most energetic I've ever seen Bionic.
Nas with the possession. Step back three.
I think Scoob blocked that.
Did Scoob get a piece?
Looks like he did. Great defense there by Uncle Scoob.
It does not get any better than this. It does not get any better than this.
Uncle Scoob working out from the left wing. Step back. Leaves him on the ground. Can't get it to go. Whoa.
He thought he made it. I think the whole world thought he made this. Damn.
Uncle Scoob working out from the left wing.
Can y'all imagine? Can y'all imagine if this was the game winner in this game? Can you imagine? That would have been like the greatest moment in 1v1 history. Again, that's right up there with Rob's one-legged fadeaway game winner against Zay.
I cannot contain myself right now. The energy in the building is electric. You can't call it. It can go either way. One possession game, a three-pointer right here from Nas can win it.
Y'all broke the chat. I can't even read the chat right now. It's broken.
Good job, chat. Nas, Uncle Scoob, Nas, getting downhill. Nas, Uncle Scoob.
Yeah, again, just because the way that Nas went, that had to be called because obviously Scoob grabbing over the top.
Getting downhill, going to the line.
Probably the right call, but nope. Shot clock, scoreboard.
The only issue with the foul calls, now that I'm rewatching it back and paying attention, the only issue, it's not that these are being called. It's literally the 2 3-pointers we've seen Scoob shoot that they didn't give him the foul. So really, it really comes down to 2 missed calls rather than they made a bunch of bad calls. Does that make sense? Now that I'm rewatching this.
Can't wait to see what the verdict is going to be. Who is the #1 contender? Who has the top spot? Who is the best in this 1v1 space? The answers will be answered today.
Could you imagine if Scoob would have hit that shot?
Chat, I'm going through it too with you. Got me on the edge of my seats. Everybody's standing on chairs in the building right now. Will he convert? He sells a free throw, but luckily
gets the ball back. Gets the ball back. Now, I do think they're going to take a second to try and fix the scoreboard. I was reading the comments, and they said this rule is going to hurt Nas because he can't foul. He can't hack. Nas is the only one we've seen benefiting from this today. I think there was one earlier, but Scoob, Nas now has gotten the ball back twice.
Dumbass rule,
Don't. Manny was mad about that rule, but they knew the rule weeks before the game, right? Or the rule book was sent out, whether they knew it or not. But like we had tested it out. They tested it first at that event before All-Star Weekend, then at the free stream after All-Star Weekend, and then it was put in officially here. Like they knew the rule, but also Scoob had chances to win. You know.
A win is a win. The top dog, the top this, the top that. You ain't making no sense.
Take everyone that's there.
There we go. Nasir Kaur can win it with a 3.
Same move. Damn. Again, he's going back to what's comfortable, right? Now that it's like getting to the nitty-gritty, he's just going to what he knows. Jab right, The go crossover step, going left, and then just finishing tough-ass layups. Like, look at this. Look how he's jumping. What the hell?
Tough finish by Nas. 29-28 ball game.
What did I say was his go-to move? Jab right, drive.
It's another foul. It is, but because it's a layup, it feels less than a foul than when Scoob's shooting threes and he's hitting his arm. Because now you can finish through the layup, but you can't finish through the three. I think that's the human thinking of it.
Finished on that side. Hey, scoreboard again. Scoreboard out again. Scoreboard's out. I think you gotta play this out. You just gotta play. We know it's one more bucket either side. You gotta play this out.
Let it go.
Hey, we play it out.
Here we go. Money time.
The number one spot.
Nas getting downhill. Layup. Oh, good. Nas getting downhill. Layup. Oh, good.
Bionic. It's 28-29, just for anyone that doesn't know. Next bucket, other than a free throw, will end this.
Uncle Scoob working from the volleyball line.
Oh, he had him
Right
again.
to left. Left to left. Working from the volleyball line. Right to left. To left.
Maybe a foul there. Maybe a little contact. A little contact there. That's a bad no call. That was one of them that I remember.
It's about to be a heartbreak out there for a lot of people, one way or the other. Here we go. Great timing, great timing, great timing.
Scoob read this well. So he took the bump, which is crazy. Take a bump from Nas. He's read the spin move because he's gone to that a few times. So really good anticipation from Scoob.
Great time.
Got his hand in the cookie jar so he couldn't shoot the fadeaway.
Great time.
And then just kept his hand over the shot. Like he's not even giving him a chance to get that ball up into a shot.
Great timing.
So Nas still gets like decently gets a look.
Great. I mean, I don't think Skoob could play that any better. He handled 3 or 4 bumps from Nas, and he stayed straight up.
Great defense by Uncle Scoob right there. Playing solid. No foul on the play. Both of these guys are giving it everything that they have right now. Working from the left wing. Both of these guys are giving it everything that they have right now. Working from the left wing. And no foul.
What up, Tony?
We're just. All right, babe. Skoob, get another stop then. Here we go.
Rip by Nas.
So listen to what Scoob just said. He was like, "Nope, keep it fouling then. Don't call it on me."
Skoob, get another stop then. Here we go.
And he just bid on the same move that he's been getting beat on for however many points. Just ripped through going left, and then it's a layup. This is game.
Rip.
Like that's game, right?
By Nas.
So if you don't call it, Nas just goes and gets a layup.
Foul on the play.
Gets the ball back, and this could be
on the ground. This is.
What's the bonus? So it doesn't matter. You fouled, and you're in the bonus.
And the bonus.
Well, it was a great game, guys. I enjoyed it.
Bossa didn't want to let go of that camera.
Gets the W on Judgment Day.
It's like that's a $7,000 camera, man. What are we doing?
On top spot, Nasir Kaur gets the W against Uncle Scoob from the line.
I'm a little speechless. Skoob, the way he started off that game, and then the way that Nas walked it down. Unfortunately, you don't, like most people will say, I don't want to see it ended on a free throw, but like the game is the game. Everyone knows the rules. It is what it is. They're both playing by the same rules. Both battling through adversity. And just Nas somehow finds a way.
Nas did his thing in this game right now. Started off with a deficit.
Damn, what a game, man.
All the way back.
Nah, Scoob didn't shake his hand, but he like walked by where Nas was, and he just like, he went to shake his hand when Nas was celebrating. He just walked off. So I mean, whatever. I don't really care.
Ends up being the undisputed #1 big guard champion of the world. Nasir Kaur. He pulled out the belts. Got the belts with him.
I'll be honest. If I'm playing a game like this against one of my homeboys, I wouldn't expect them to shake my hand after either. I wouldn't shake their hand. Like, it's not like there's bad blood, you know? It's not like they said something about my mom and now we got to settle it on the court and then you better shake my hand after. It's more so just like, why? It's just formalities at that point.
Nas, I mean, what a performance.
I mean, both players deserve to win that game, but you just can't have it that way.
Damn, 10 for 28, 11 for 31, 3 for 10, 3 for 11, 5 for 8, 3 for 3. 6 turnovers, 7 turnovers. Jeez. There you go, 9 fouls to 4. So I do think the foul discrepancy was, I don't think it was called perfectly, but again, I think it was probably, it should have been maybe 2 more fouls called on Nas, so to where he had 6 fouls, and kept it the same on Scoob. I really think if they would have just called 2 more fouls on Nas, maybe 3, but I really just think 2 more fouls on Nas, the game would have looked way different. I don't know if it would have changed who won, but I think the fans would have perceived it a lot different. I think the fact that it was 4-9, it leaves a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths.
And this is the sport, and this is why we play. So there are no moral victories. Like Scoob will tell you, that's not a moral victory. He wanted that win, but man, that's exactly the type of game we want to see. It goes down to either player could win it with one more bucket, and I'm really impressed by both of these players and just the entire overall event. But I think we're going to send it down to Dev, and he's going to interview Nas.
In the game of the century, one of the best battles that we've ever seen. Nas, you came out victorious. But everybody, can we give a round of applause for the game that we just witnessed?
Everybody that wanted Nas to lose was just leaving. They didn't want to stay around for it. That's crazy. He was the villain this whole game.
Nas, when you went down early in that game and Skoob started going crazy, just talk about what was going through your mind.
Man, I done battled adversity at every stage of my life, you know what I'm saying? People done counted me out in every stage of my life. And through my fraternity, I done learned so much with perseverance and battling adversity that there wasn't nothing I ain't used to. People love to say, I'm ducking or I don't play no comp. Well, that was the best pay-per-view player to date. He got the best resume. And you seen I still came out victorious, so fuck the haters.
And with the blueprint and all the stuff that's going on, I think the fans want to know, are you back outside?
Hey man, I'm back outside, man. I love this shit. I love this shit. And, you know, I heard everything, but, you know, I'm gonna do it on my terms for sure. Regardless of what everybody say, I'm gonna do it on my terms, and we're gonna make this shit worthwhile. This shit a movie. All 2026, this shit a movie.
What's next on the menu?
Eugene. Eugene next on the menu. Fuck him.
You heard it there, folks. Eugene German. Eugene German, he's calling you out. He's calling you out, and man, what we love to see it. Shout out to the Bay Area. Shout out to everybody.
Oh, hit us with the commercial right at the end. Damn, I was vibing. Hit us with the commercial right at the end. All right, let me know what you guys thought about that game. Easily my favorite game in the one-on-one scene. Let me know what you guys think. Damn. Yeah, it's just as good rewatching it. Just as good rewatching it again. I love that game. I think it's a little bit of everything, the vibes, what it meant, both of them being undefeated. That was number 1 versus number 2. The way Scoob started, being as close as it was. But yeah, I think tomorrow Nas was hacking. Refs just didn't call it. Tenacious Titan hates Nas, by the way, if you guys can't tell. Scoob only made 4 more shots after halftime. Oh, I thought I had a bug on me or something. I think my shoulder just popped. Oh. So tomorrow, I'm not going to get to more videos. It's already 2:42. We spent all that time on 3 videos today. That was crazy. That was a crazy amount of games and crazy good games that we just watched today. But those are the main 3 I wanted to get to. So these videos tomorrow, I'll just move them over to tomorrow. And then I want to have our 1v1 conversation tomorrow. You guys, first thing that we're going to start stream off with is what's the number 1 games on the YouTube scene? Should we do that we should do that towards the beginning. That way I make sure I get through it. So number 1 games on the YouTube scene. Let's do a top 10 list. Let's do that first thing tomorrow. Coach pop locking. It's called arthritis. It's called osteoporosis, kiddo. Nas probably had 2 or 3 missed calls. Yeah, I do think, again, if you go into that game and you have a favorite or you have someone you want to win, you'll see it a specific way. And again, I could make an argument for why Scoob should have won. I can make an argument for why Nas should have won by more. But you can do that with every game and it doesn't really help you out. Otherwise, but to me, the game was the game. Nas deserved that win. Scoob had his chances. And that's the way the cookie crumbles, as they say. Fine tooth comb. B. Ellis will tune in. Zay, Rob. So what was the build up to the B. Ellis? Because I'm only watching the game like years later. Why was the B. Ellis will tune in game such a fan favorite 1v1? Because that was one of the first ones you guys asked me to watch as well. But I don't know if I've seen another Will tune-in game. Did he have more games? And then we watched Pat and B. Ellis play on that Play-Doh court, that plastic toy Play-Doh court. Missed plenty of layups. Yeah, real title fight. I was rooting for Scoob, but Nas got it fair and square. For the first time I've seen in a while where Scoob ain't finished the game. And he had his chances. Man, watching it back especially, he had 3 or 4 clean looks. They had bad blood. Was it like from a game or was it from, what was the bad blood from? Briscoe was hacking too and Nas was up 20-8. What are we watching next? I'm watching the back of my eyelids when I take a nap. No, we finish around 3. We only got 15 minutes left. We don't have enough time for another video. He had some games. Will got a little disrespectful in that game too, and B. Ellis responded well. That's the one we watched, right? Will beat B. Ellis the first time, but B sold the game-winning layup. Will was also 1-1 with... Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know he played Moon. Nas could have hit Scoob with a steel chair and they wouldn't have called it. You're right. I mean, he is the stronger player. So when he gets away with a foul, it just looks way more obvious. Scoob got away with a couple and it doesn't look bad because Nas is like still able to deal with the contact. It's kind of like the Shaquille O'Neal thing, that analogy that gets thrown around. Like people were fouling him every play. And then the refs eventually were like, look, we just can't call a foul every play. And if they can't foul you, they have no chance. Will a bum? The SGAs didn't work? I'd say they did. That was a great game. Oh, you mean for free throws? The SGAs didn't work to get the extra free throws. Facts. Well, chat, like I said, tomorrow, first video or the first topic that we're going to talk about is the best 1v1 games of all time. So give me your lists if you want, because most of you won't be here early in the morning. If you want, you can just send them in my Discord too. You can send them in the Discord. That way I already have them in a list and I can go through them even if you guys aren't here. But otherwise, just send them through tomorrow and that'd be good enough for me. So I got nothing else. It's a beautiful day outside. I don't know what the weather's like where you're at, but go outside, walk in the grass, touch some grass, as they say, get some vitamin C in your body. Tan a little bit. Get your little tan. Get your little tan. Listen to the birds singing. Drink some, what is this? It was a citrus Perrier soda water. Drink you one of those. Oh yeah, and I'll get some mods. I'll have some mods for tomorrow. All right. You guys take care. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Same time, same place. Is there any ibuprofen in that? What? Of course there is.